like not really hard boss, but like the mini boss of the area. But it seemed like we easily dispatched that. The trick was the 50 gremlins causing wild magic surges. But eventually, through them escaping or some people AoEing them, they all scatter or are no longer a threat to us in the moment. I think a tank also fell on Jericho inside of a pit that Grom created.
These things happen, you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think there was like a not Ankeg that was there that created the pit that came out of a bottle.
Yes. Yes.
And I think we roughly left off around there.
All right.
Once the gremlins got out, half of them or so.
And
That's fine. It's okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead and take your third hero point and your third hero card draw. Anybody want to answer the question of what was one new experience you tried that was completely unknown or uncomfortable to you at the time that you tried it? You would get a D. I don't know what you'll get. A D3. There you go. You can add to, yeah. Roll D20 in the chat if you want to answer it. Going once. We're going twice. All right, I'm fine. We can keep going. All right.
I rolled on the last second.
Hard to turn down them bonuses. Hard to turn down them bonuses.
Yeah,
okay. What do you got for us?
Sex, obviously. I mean, it's always weird and confusing or uncomfortable the first time.
Okay, fair. That's a pretty easy answer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the uncomfortable part. That's your business. All right. So, what?
Are you doing it right? Did you talk to your professional? I feel like this might be a doctor situation.
That's what I'm saying. I think we just gotta let it go. I think we just gotta let it go.
For Henry, literally.
Do you need Dr. Grom to speak to you?
Oh my gosh. Dr. Grom has found his specialization.
Now we're good.
All right. So I have a question then. What is? You may ask any. Yeah. You may ask any NPC or any willing PC the same question.
Anybody got any thoughts? No, I'm a little brain dead today, guys, so.
Monday, I got you.
Oh, does that mean you're gonna answer? Sweet. Jerry, what was one thing that you had, that you tried that was,
very uncomfortable? Or
unknown or uncomfortable?
Unknown or uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I would think for Jet, as a law-abiding, as a former law-abiding citizen, something that he had tried that was very uncomfortable and probably traumatized him for a bit is when he had to, he had to shoot somebody and it killed him.
Oh, dang! So the first time he had to kill somebody with a gun.
He was only 5. He was only 5 years old.
Yeah. Loveless was trying out this new thing called Kid Cops. We got to do something with all these orphans. Kid Cops. It caught on for a couple of years, and then they voted it out.
Isn't this a child army? No, completely different.
Kid Cops. They're just local kids helping out their communities. Oh man.
Indoctrinate them early, right?
Exactly.
Keeping them off the streets.
They're loyal.
Well, I mean, listen to this, okay? Alkenstar has the lowest number of public school shootings of any city in Galarian because they don't have any public schools.
One way to deal with it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Math checks out.
Yeah, exactly. The Duchess was very proud to present that to the to the city council. I've got great news. Kid Cops was a bit of a disaster, but listen to this. Great. All right, I've applied your bonus, Henry, and we'll just jump right back into this. All right. And I wish I could spell. Then I'd be able to find my music faster.
Wild magic surge, that was the correct answer. I screwed up.
That was even more. I was probably more uncomfortable for sure.
Yeah.
So dying would have been a good one too.
He thinks it's a wild magic surge though, so or at least that's what he tells himself. So
He's in denial about it.
All right.
It's just a magic surge. I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
That's
we're off
the,
tomorrow.
The music. There we go. All right. Okay. So as we resume play, inside the Hall of Siegecraft, hangar 47, I believe, is the one you're in. X47, something like that. What now? Oh, I'll turn those guys off. Sorry. All right. Yes. So there were a lot of explosions, but Filbert Dupree, the 4 a.m. guard, he's probably covering for you guys while you get all this sorted out. The question is, what else is there to sort out? Eventually, this wall of fire will burn out, but all the wooden parts of this tank are destroyed. There's a big hole in the floor that, to the best of my knowledge, Grom, it doesn't go away. Is that correct?
That sounds right to me. I
Okay.
didn't see anything that said that.
Yeah.
It did.
They're very Magic the Gathering around here, so if it doesn't say it, it doesn't happen, I guess. However, there are some unattended firearms and engineering and alchemical style loots you could try to pilfer while you're down here.
If we
Unless you're worried about getting caught and losing all the rep you're trying to build up here.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea for me to be stealing alchemical stuff from
From a government military base.
I think it's a good idea for me to steal one of these guns.
All right, you gonna take one of those guns, stuff it into the
Let's see.
bag of holding or something. Sorry, spacious pouch.
I think you said we need like somebody to get this thing off of here.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it's gonna be a pretty simple crafting check for the people in the party. I won't even require a roll. Well, you know what? I will require a roll because this is Pathfinder. So if they flub it, they'll break the weapon. All right, let's see a crafting check from anybody that wants to help pilfer this elemental rifle.
Alright, here you go.
Okay, now these elemental rifles, that is enough, Grom. These elemental rifles, each one is keyed to a different element. The ammo, somewhat experimental, so you can grab a couple of clips, to take with you, and maybe you could get an alchemist to recreate it. So I guess the question is, do you want acid, fire, lightning, or cold? Or are you just gonna grab one? Are you gonna grab one of each?
Hold on, I'm not gonna grab one of each. That's greedy. That's inviting. That's inviting for trouble. It's tempting fate way too many times. Let's see.
That's the follow-up game.
Ooh.
Where is the?
Do we have any rifles we didn't sell?
Oh, just swap them out.
Pour acid on the rifle we swap out, so it looks like it got damaged.
I think for the third week in a row, you guys are going to have to face the sad facts that you may have been bamboozled into selling all of your junk loot at the black market.
There was a thing that explained these guns.
Yes, yeah, there were some instructions nearby that kind of explained them.
I'm trying to figure out which one would be more beneficial for me to take. If I should crit.
Oh, I got you. They all do the same thing. They cause ongoing damage of their elemental type, I believe.
Now there's added things.
Okay, so let me see. Drake rifles.
Like the like penalties and stuff, I think.
Right. All right. Oops. Alright, so we have Drake Rifle, Acid, Fire, and then there's Cold, and Electricity. Alright. So the Drake Rifle Acid, on a critical hit, Spittle clings to the target, causing 1d4 plus number of weapon damage dice, persistent acid damage. A Drake Rifle does not add critical specialization effects, though. So that means you wouldn't get the chance to stun. You would instead be causing ongoing damage, which ongoing damage is pretty fucking awesome. Also, once per day, you burn 3 Pac-Man, and you fire a large specialized burst of acid, which can do splash damage and cause Thickened 1, which is a pretty awesome status effect. Alright, then you got Fire. Fire is also ongoing damage with like napalm sticking to them. And then once per day, you could do a shot that can push 10 and if they're on the ground, knock them prone. That's pretty cool. Cold is clinging ice, ongoing damage, and then once per day, you can do a negative 10-foot status penalty to speed for 1 minute. And then finally the electricity, which if you get back to Alkenstar and fighting clockworks and robots, that's a pretty good energy type as well. That causes ongoing electrical damage, and then small bursts of electricity continue to spark off and jolt the target. They are dazzled and off guard for 1d4 rounds.
Ooh. Electricity.
Are you gonna go with electricity?
I think there's benefits for taking the electricity.
Alright, I'll drag the electricity one onto your sheet. And then I'll go ahead and delete the other 2. And then here's some more Drake ammo.
Still gonna go ahead. It's like, we need to put this in the bag of holding. Where's Henry?
He's over here.
Henry, buddy. I need to store my gun in your bag.
What's the bulk?
What's the bulk? That's a good question. It's bulk 2.
Alright, I'll just wear it, and then you just take it off me when you need it.
No. We gotta have this in the bag, my friend. We're stealing this.
Alright, add it to my sheet, and I'll shuffle things around.
This is a crime.
Yeah, this is a crime, buddy.
Alright, I'll figure it out.
Alright.
Just put it down the leg of the power armor.
Alright.
Oh man. Okay. There's a special reward for doing this. I don't know if the special reward would still be awarded given the state of the siege works, but you know what?
Well, they don't have to see it when they give us a reward.
That's true. Okay, so you guys navigate around this 10-foot pit, you close the door.
I
You
take
start-
6 actions to get out of the pit.
Alright, and then you head upstairs. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's bring the bodies of. Do we have a body of a gremlin left over? Anyone?
There are definitely plenty of bodies of gremlins.
Sure. I'll bring that for proof, just to show them that we did it.
Alright.
Thank Filbert for his help.
Yeah.
Alright, so yes, good old Filbert. Filbert Dupree. So you go upstairs and you find Filbert.
Just do healing on myself while we're doing it. It'll take 10
Oh,
minutes, 'cause I was-
yeah. I thought after the battle you guys took an hour to heal already. You gonna take another 10 minutes? That's fine. There we go. Oh, that's 5 hours. My bad. There
Not
we
that
go.
long, you know.
Yeah.
So 3 other people can get that as well.
Hype. All right, you guys head on upstairs. So when you head back upstairs and you are greeted by Filbert Dupree, and with him, holding a tin cup of coffee, and looking already at 5:15 in the morning, wide awake and ready to kick ass in the name of science, is a very ornery-looking gnome who looks up at all of you and looks straight at Grom and says, well, Dupree here tells me that you took care of some problems we had downstairs. Some real messy problems. Some practical joking that got completely out of hand.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Well, I appreciate that. Can you fill me in on exactly what happened down there?
Sure. There was some of these gremlins. I don't know how they got in there, but they infested.
Oh, I see you brought some evidence.
Yep. And
gremlins,
they,
yep. That's what we thought it was.
It was an antique, what's it called? A robot. I forget what it has.
Oh, yeah. We found that thing out in the waste. We were Centurion, yeah. We were hoping to install some of those Beyblades on the tanks, like a Beyblade launcher.
They infested that thing, and we're basically using it to attack things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out.
Did you thoroughly inspect the machine before you brought it into the base? It could have been infected before it was brought in.
Infected with what?
Gremlins.
Gremlins? I didn't think of that.
It might be what brought him in here. Hope that doesn't affect your career in any way.
I don't know why it would affect my career. I mean, mistakes happen all the time. I mean, I filed a complaint with Lawyer Ayton, and he shot me down, said I had to take care of business myself. And since you took care of business for me, I feel that justifies a reward.
Though we will say there did seem to be a gremlin infection in the other wing as well.
The other wing? Well, which of the other 46 hangars has an infection?
That's a different kind of gremlin, though.
The Tower of Metallurgy.
The Tower of Metallurgy had a...
I don't give a shit what's going on there. That's not my business. I'm in the business of building machines that actually matter. They're the chumps that just make the metal that we use to build stuff with.
I'm only saying one infestation is coincidence.
Who does society care more about? The athlete or the farmer that grows the food the athlete eats? Exactly. Exactly. He points up at you, Jericho. This one understands what it means to be a winner.
And because I don't eat food the farmer, grows, so.
Well, anyways, really appreciate it. I'm glad that whatever was going on didn't happen while we had our very important guest just the other day. Deputy Lovelace herself came by on a tour of the facilities, and she told us we were doing great work here. Great work!
Did you accompany her?
Ah, yes. I stood by her thigh as we walked through, and I showed her all of the wonders that we've been working on to keep the city safe.
Is there anything in particular she seemed interested in?
Well, I'll be honest. It was hard to read any emotions on her. She's such an ice queen, but it's so noble at the same time. This is a woman who's evolved beyond emotion. If I didn't know any better, I would say that she was cut from desert sandstone.
I'm glad
but she did ask quite a few questions, though, about how things were going with our militarized flying machines. Said that that was the future, Air Force.
How are they going?
That's
Not well. Not well at all. Our reliance on dirigibles to remain aloft is, well, it makes for an easy target.
I can see how that would be.
Yes. I have propositioned that we try working with floatstone, but because of the magical nature, it has been vetoed. They want to do everything alchemical. And let me tell you, it's not as easy as it sounds.
I bet Grom could do it.
You think so? You looking for a job, son?
No, not right now. Thank you for thinking of me.
Oh,
sure,
no
I'm
worries.
sure, from what I can see, that you will have the problem solved yourself.
Well, your flattery is welcome, appreciated, and well earned. Now, what was that name again? Grom?
Grumble.
Oh,
Grumble, actually.
Grumble.
Grumble.
I
Ah.
They shorten it to that sometimes, but Grumble.
You should be careful. There's a wanted fugitive with a group called the Sunset Riders that goes by the name Grom. And he's also a goblin that smokes a cigar and wears a sombrero.
No.
He pulls out a wanted poster from his briefcase. He shows it to you, and it's like looking into a well-drawn caricature mirror of yourself. You even see Pepito in the picture. Wow, you know, as I look at you side by side with this,
No,
I would swear that you're the same person.
Look at these ears. My ears are nothing like that. And my eyes are further apart. I got a bigger nose.
Too.
Yeah, the nose is all wrong.
Grom, I'm gonna need a deception, Grom.
This is like goblin racism to me. I don't know.
Are you saying all goblins are the same?
If
How dare
anything,
you,
this
sir?
is the first time that Grom has not experienced goblin racism, and that's why his disguise is failing.
You want it public, or you want me to?
No, it's got to be a secret, because this guy's, you know, if he figures it out, he might not want to blow his cover and have you guys kill him.
I'll kill him. Just say the word.
Okay. He says, very interesting. Now, what's the state of Hangar X-47? Could we reopen for business today?
That's one.
I imagine those gremlins made quite a mess. It is in their nature.
They did. Every time they did something, it caused a magical surge. Wild surge.
Oh, we're gonna have to quarantine the whole hangar until it's been scrubbed down.
Fire, and then like a building fell out of the sky, and then like
building.
A creature showed up and like dug a big hole and sprayed acid everywhere. It was crazy.
That last one just sounds like a alchemical compound that can be created.
It was definitely the gremlins, though.
He stares you down.
Definitely the gremlin's fault.
He was a gremlin alchemist.
Well, here's the thing. What can I do for you as your reward? Would you like cold hard cash? Would you like an experimental weapon that I probably shouldn't give you? Or would you like a favor to be renamed later?
Is he asking me, or is he asking us?
Well, he assumes you're the leader because you're the shortest and you are the most intelligent.
We all get one favor each, you know?
No, this is for your group. I'm assuming you're mercenaries.
I mean, would that change things if we said no? Because, I mean, I know what I want, but I know...
Well, if you're not mercenaries, then I guess I don't need to pay you.
Oh, no, we're definitely mercenaries. No, we're definitely mercenaries.
Oh, now I'm a bit confused. Are you... He sips his coffee. Are you mercenaries or are you not mercenaries?
Yeah, we're...
All right, then I'll continue this discussion with your mercenary captain, Grumble.
Yes. What sort of weapon are you talking about here?
Oh, I call it the errata cannon. And his eyes gleam with a love of destruction.
Red cannon, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds interesting. You have it with you?
Oh, I'd have to go fetch it for you if you wanted it.
I'll look over at Jet.
Yes.
Or give him a... Yes, I think sounds like we could test it for you. And we'll write up a report, tell you how it performs in the field.
Oh, so it sounds like we're doing a second favor.
Well, he really appreciates that. He says, I appreciate that because it's incredibly experimental.
All right. Well, thank you for giving it to us. I hope you don't get in trouble for that.
Oh, no worries. And he runs off. He says, wait right here. to go get it.
Can I make some sort of, I don't know what role it would be. Let me look at the skills here to see if I think he believed me or if I think he's going to get guards.
That would be a perception.
Perception?
In this system, yeah, hidden perception.
Yeah, let's see.
If only you got an investigator or a fighter with you.
That seems fine. Seems fine.
Okay.
Alright, you guys just wait awkwardly for them to come back.
Henry thinks about how money would have been as always an option, but
Alright, 15
not with much
minutes.
rum.
15 minutes goes by, and you see him coming back accompanied by what looks like 4 guards.
Uh-oh.
And he shouts, "There he is! There he is!" And he starts running towards you. He has a gun in his hand, and the gun looks fucking crazy. And I don't mean in a good, and I don't mean in a good
Oh
way.
god, that's a monster. Oh my god. Maybe
He says,
he's just coming.
"Hold there! Don't you go anywhere! I've got something for you!" And he starts running towards you. I guess I'll move you guys over to the map.
Maybe this isn't a combat.
Nah, I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
it's a
There's no combat. He shows up and he says, "Ah, Grumble, here you go, the errata cannon."
That's quite something.
Oh, it sure is. He whispers in your ear, his lips dangerously close to touching the skin of your inner ear, and with passion in his voice, he says, "It's a level 9 item."
You worked on this for a long time?
I wouldn't say it's my life's work, but it's definitely been my hyper-focus for the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, the higher-ups said it was too unorthodox, and someone even said it looked stupid.
I think it looks amazing.
Oh, thank you, Grumble. Here, take a look. And he hands it to you, and he begins to explain this wondrous creation of his.
All right, I'll make sure Jet is nearby so you can listen.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't want to fire that thing.
The errata cannon is a rare, and I'm sorry to tell you this, magical, modular level 9 item. It is modular B, P, or S. This +1 striking hand cannon is festooned with so many add-ons and modifications it's barely recognizable as a firearm. A large hopper at the top of the gun allows any type of ammunition, including arrows, bolts, stone bullets, and firearm rounds to be fed into the machine, which converts the ammunition into blasts of raw, destructive energy. Each time you attack with the weapon, roll a d8 to determine the damage type of the strike. All of the errata cannon's weapon damage is converted to that damage type for the strike. Additionally, roll another d8, and the errata cannon deals an additional 1d6 damage of the second damage type. So I don't know why they bother calling it modular, because you don't have any control over the type of damage. Once per day, you can spend 2 Pac-Mans to activate it. You set the errata cannon to maximum power and unleash a blast that deals 1d6 acid, 1d6 cold, 1d6 electric, 1d6 fire, 1d6 sonic, 1d6 bludgeoning, 1d6 piercing, and 1d6 slashing damage to all creatures in a 30-foot cone with a DC 25 basic saving throw.
That would have been really useful when dealing with a swarm of gremlins.
Isn't it neat that the reward for each fight was the thing that would have made the fight super easy?
Yes.
I love that in video games.
There's something like that in a certain gothic horror game.
I know.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You know exactly.
I was thinking that same. It's like you stupid writers.
And then you never need it again for the rest. Never need it again for the rest of the
It's like
campaign.
they're trolling you. It's like
But
you
trust
really
me,
are in a setting.
You'll need this again. I mean, if anything, it's the best way to test for weaknesses.
Well, this is an amazing device.
Yes, it is. It is. Oh, well, the day is young. I have much to do. I'm going to seize the day after I finish this, my 3rd cup of coffee this morning. And he just slurps down the rest of it in one go. His eyes dilate wildly. And he says, well, enjoy your stay at the gunworks! And he totters off.
Bye. Do you want this gun, Jet?
Fuck yeah, I want this gun.
Fair.
A gun that can use any ammo,
Yeah.
but it
fuck
doesn't
yeah.
matter what ammo you give it because it randomly turns into something else.
I'm just gonna put stones in there.
The only worry about a wild surge is if you try to use the activation ability. The other magic is sort of like the we keep going back to this, sort of like the freezer that Vashon builds at the brewery.
Yeah.
The conversion of ammo into energy is well built enough in the gun that it is stable and it will not cause wild surges. But if you overclock it, essentially, that will possibly trigger a wild surge. You'll have to do a check.
Good to know.
But it is honestly a pretty remarkable thing. It reminds me of this gun from Fallout, where you could just like put anything in as ammo and it actually like fires like junk and garbage and like stuff like that.
Yeah, the junk jet.
Yeah, the junk jet. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. All right, what now, guys? The gunworks are waking up. Oh, there is one thing I neglected to tell you last week that I probably should have. The Maw of Rovagug, this was kind of a big deal to forget to tell you, is located at the top of a 100-foot tall tower. So therefore, its ability to shoot 37 miles would actually be a little bit further. So about 50 miles or so, with accuracy.
Can you hit Martel with that?
They could try and push it to 100 miles away, but it would not be very accurate. It'd be kind of a wild ass shot. Yeah, one might say a long shot.
I know something. Can we ask,
Could you?
could we ask Marth for a personal tour of the road?
Oh, I think that would fall under favors. He's already wandered off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think we need to get up there still. If we wanted to see the gun up close.
What are we up to next?
We want to set up an ambush and kill Vuslog?
Did we let them know Lockie's coming?
Well, he went
Or
out.
do we
and
just
then
want
they
to
come back.
handle it?
Do we want to let know who's coming? What?
Just the gunworks in general that Vuslog is coming.
No, they know he's here. He's here on business.
Yeah, he's an honored guest. What are you talking about?
That's why I said set up an ambush. And he's out in the woods and kill him.
Alright, let's set up an ambush and kill him.
Oh shoot! So you guys are gonna head out into the wilds and see if you can track him?
They went out in the wilds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
sure.
Huh?
That's what you guys want
I'll
to
start
do.
tracking them. Sure.
I think
Other
it was in the tavern.
Other loose ends you have is meeting with Loy Aiden, the leader of the gunworks.
I'm
Oh,
trying
that's
to
what
remember what we needed to talk to him about. Because we kind of confirmed Loveless was here, right? Like,
We're trying to figure out about like Ibrium or whatever, I think. Right? Isn't that what
right,
it is?
because didn't people bring Pyronite here, and wasn't the Necromancer and the guy from Nex here?
Yeah, something like
Your
that.
brother?
I think he was. I'm trying to remember. I think it was.
The smugglers who your brother killed and reanimated as Clockwork Doulahans, they were supposed to be delivering goods to the gunworks, but they had to do a layover and meet with this guy at the with your brother at the dead spot. But their destination was the gunworks.
And did the next guy come here? I have a vague memory of him coming here to drop something off too.
Well, Ibrium was here with Lovelace doing a tour of the gunworks.
Okay.
Lovelace is on holiday for the first time in decades. There are whispered rumors that this holiday might be her feeling out the possibilities of a political campaign, maybe retiring from the police force and moving into politics. Why else would she be, touring all of the duchy's most important places and hobnobbing and shaking hands and checking out facilities and stuff?
And at the same time sabotaging them, so allies can
What?
crazy.
That's crazy.
Don't
But
do
if that's
that.
if that's a theory that you have, you may want to take that up with Loy Aiden.
I mean,
So,
what if he's in Levels' pocket, though? I mean, we took our hand.
what if?
Investigate. Isn't this guy like the most like straight law man ever? Like
He's
isn't that
considered the
like
most law-abiding man that anyone knows in the region.
he's true lawful neutral.
Okay. Let's try to figure out where his loyalties lie then.
All right. So, but it's up to you. Like, you heard rumor that yesterday, Vuslag and his guys went out, quote unquote, hunting, west of town.
Which we don't know what they're actually doing.
We could wait till they get back. I mean, right?
Well, I think we're fairly certain they're going to try to wake the creature.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we caused that. Like we're causing the early waking up.
No, we contributed, but I think they're capitalizing on it to go get it.
we
fully wake
probably
the
won't
thing.
be able to catch up to them, right? Then, like they're gone.
Well,
then.
I mean,
Well,
you'd have less of a. It'd be a lot harder. The DCs would be much higher. If you, upon hearing that they had left town immediately, it would have been a lot easier to track them. But you still could try. Yeah, but it has. Yeah.
And if we determine we can't, then we set up an ambush on the way out that we expect them to pass through.
You mean on the way in?
Out of the woods or wherever the hell they are. Like, yeah, on their way back, have an ambush set up for that. Like, because they're out of people.
Yeah, they're in the west somewhere, I guess. So where would we want to set up the ambush?
We try to track them. If we have a bad time tracking them, then we just try to guess where they'll be coming back from.
Okay.
And that's also my brain's mush. So if I say something stupid, just be like, yo.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out we don't know where they are. We could track them. We know where they're gonna be, and they're gonna be at the gunworks, right?
Yeah, I mean they're staying in the same place we are.
Yeah. Could we wait for them here?
And attack them here?
We
mean-
don't want to, but we don't want to attack them inside here because if other people get involved, now we're dealing with more people. We want to attack them out there in the wilds where they don't have they don't have backup.
Where they're not honored guests?
Yeah.
So I would like to try to go back to the two hangars we were at. And just try to do an actual investigation, now that we're not being attacked, try to find sources of a lead container, cold iron containers that might be able to hold these creatures. Where they might have been brought in from. These gremlins.
Is Lloyd Aiden, is he the boss of the gunworks, all right?
Yep. He is the boss of the gunworks. Yep.
So maybe we can do what Kelly was talking about, but maybe talk to Lloyd and see if I mean, he would not, like, the guy we just spoke to, that's not my business, I don't know about that place, but Lloyd would know about everything, you would think.
Yeah.
So he might know about
I would try to find some.
other gremlin problems besides the two we've had.
Yeah, my thought is to try to find some clues. Because he really didn't investigate for clues after. We defeated the enemies, and that was about it.
I mean, part of it too was you guys arrived here so busted from your travels that you just needed sleep. You didn't want to push yourselves. So, I mean, don't beat yourselves up for not being we're all fatigued. Let's go out in the wilderness where we won't be able to perform exploration actions. Yeah, I get it.
So I need another half hour to heal up some more.
Yeah, I mean, it's only at this point 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you guys want to spend an hour just healing up to full, getting rid of wounded status and all that, and figuring out your next move, you can. But just let me know what you guys want to do. It sounds like you have 3 things: meet with Aiden, try to track down Vuslag and his crew, or further investigate Vuslag and his crew here in the gunworks. Does that sound correct? Of the 3 things that you're considering?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Well,
Okay.
not only of you, so I would just kind of retrace the steps of wherever Lovelace went through.
Okay, that would be a gather information exploration, which would be, unless you have the supporting feed for it, a 2-hour activity.
Yeah, I mean, I probably
Okay.
would be good in the other facets anyway.
All right.
If we're all helping him with that, we should lower that number that time.
It wouldn't lower it. You would just each get to roll and increase the likelihood that you got the information you needed.
Okay.
Trying to get the calendar open here. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna say you do 1 hour. Everybody heals up to full. Good.
Okay.
All right. So everybody heals up to full. Fantastic. All right. So then next, you guys got to tell me: do you want to gather information in town, leave town or the base to try and track down his hunting party, or try to get in touch with Aiton, or do you have some 4th thing? And do you want to split up to do these things? I will say, you fought Vuslag and his guys before. I don't know if you'd want to split up and then get in a fight with Vuslag.
I vote for not to split up.
Okay.
That's my vote. Can
All
I also
right.
have the new gun drag to my character sheet? And I'm down to, like, gather information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or even go straight towards to find him recklessly.
Oh, Grom, are you? Here, I could drag it over. There you go. All right.
My thought being, if we find enough evidence, then we could have the whole operations ready to take him out as he comes back, if and when. If I can convince people that he's a fake Cyclops, I might be able to convince him that, he's a bad guy and I'd risk the entire place.
All right. Do you guys
Very
want?
proud of myself for that.
All right. I'll post up the gather information action. Let's see. There we go. All right, 2 hours. You will give me diplomacy checks, and then, if you have any feats that alter or change gather information, Kelly, you could add a +1 because it's the focus of your investigation.
Yep, I already had my little menu.
Oh, dang, Kelly, that's a good check. Okay. The rest of you, if you don't feel like your diplomacy would be good enough to bring up, to catch up important information, is there something else you would want to do with those 2 hours?
I'm sorry. Gather.
Oh, okay. So do you want to roll that with your society check then, instead of your diplomacy, Grom?
It's slightly better with society, I guess. So I'll give
Well,
that one
what's
a
your society modifier?
+15.
Okay, then I'll
Diplomacy's
just
+13.
increase it. Okay, I'll
right.
increase what you rolled by
Okay.
2 then. Okay. All right. So Jericho, Henry, and Jet. Are you guys gonna investigate, or are you just gonna hang out, or do you have
Is there a
something
chance
else
to get
planned?
False information? By mistake, if we fail too bad?
Critical failure. Yes, you collect incorrect information.
I think I'm gonna hang out then.
Okay.
I don't have very good diplomacy, and I don't want to get wrong information.
All right, that's fine. Okay. I'll advance the clock. All right. So Grom, everywhere you go, people are asking you medical advice. Word has gotten around that Dr. Gromble, a mercenary who's definitely not Grom from Sunset Riders, is on the base and has some real holistic, like healing energy about him. Every time you try to get information from people, they're just trying to get information from you. Everything from planner's warts to mana fever, they all want to know what they should do. Dr. Gromble. Kelly, you learn a lot. And as a result of your extremely high investigation here, you also know that where they leave the keys unattended for the rooms at the saloon. Wink, wink. So if you wanted to, you could not really break into the rooms, but unlock the door with borrowed keys, look around their rooms while they're out as part of your investigation.
Oh, I definitely would. But
Okay, all right. I have something for this then.
he's if he was not a known villainous sort,
Mhm.
I wouldn't consider it as much. But I know
Without-
he's no good.
Without raising too much suspicion, you can bring one person with you up to the rooms. Otherwise, it would maybe draw a little bit of attention. So who would you nominate to help with recall knowledge checks of the things you find in the room?
I raised my hand.
Hmm?
I raised my hand. I got brain. That's
Do
all
you
I got.
do you take off one of your legs attached to your arm so you can raise your hand really high? Or
Yeah, really
okay.
high.
All right.
If he volunteers, I'll have her come.
All right. You crushed it here. So as you head into the room, you realize that these rooms had good locks on them. But you get through with the key, and the rooms are filled with dozens of small metal cages. So I need a recall knowledge from the two of you.
If it's bad, I will hero point.
Okay. Well, remember with hidden checks, if you want to have quote unquote advantage on it, you would just I'm not gonna tell you it's bad. You would just roll it twice. You just say, hey, I'm rolling it twice.
Okay.
Okay. The okay. Wow, dang. Jericho, you're not really sure what's going on with these cages per se. Like, you recognize that they have a thin layer of cold iron applied to them. It's some kind of cold iron, like paint alloy. Kelly, you recognize this as being Nexian in origin, and the paint is actually designed to dampen the effects of Fey hexes and curses, as well as weaken and subdue Fey creatures. You also, having experienced this firsthand, you do smell the remnants of gremlin pee and poo in the cages.
All right, I'm going to ask Jericho, does she have a lock by chance?
I have a lock. No, I do not.
Okay.
I would try to. I mean, I'm an inventor. I mean, can I craft one theoretically? You know,
Craft one of what?
a lock.
My thought is to put one of our locks on the door so that they can't come in and move things around while we try to.
Let's see. I mean, we could try to just jam the door if we want.
Well, we need. My thought is we need to get back in here to show the evidence because this is like a big breakthrough.
You also find in one of the rooms an unsent letter that one of the leadsmiths had written but did not have time to mail. It is apparently to their sweetheart back in Alkenstar, talking about the wonders and excitement of being a leadsmith, going on a mission with the boss himself, Vuslag, getting to go to the gunworks, getting to meet Deputy Lovelace, and the fact that they're on a very top secret mission that will change the future of Alkenstar forever. Vuslag says we need to head west into the foothills for one last meeting before everything gets started. Yeah. And they are going to a place called Slug Canyon.
All right, I'll take the letter with us, as well as one of the cages to show,
Okay.
and try to relock this door.
Oh, I mean, you have the key, so you just
Right, so we'll
relock
relock
it,
the
yeah.
door and leave.
Also, as part of your investigation, you ask around about Lovelace. So Lovelace and Vuslag were not touring the facility together. They just happened to be here at the same time. But they didn't seem to have any interactions with each other, any interplay with each other. Lovelace was with an Exian wizard, creeped everybody out. A lot of his body looked like living glass, blue living glass. She toured the facility, met with everybody, explained that she wasn't here on official police business, only as a citizen who loves and respects the military and the service that they provide for the duchy. Everybody was eaten out of her hand and gave her the VIP treatment. And she toured everything. The tower, the cannon, the Tower of Metallurgy, the Tower of Siegecraft, got to see all of the cool experimental stuff they were working on, even the tanks, like all sorts of stuff. Dined with Aiton at the keep, stayed at the keep as an honored guest, etc., etc. And then she headed out.
Well, I think we definitely need to meet with the leader of this place now. We got very, very important information.
All right, so you guys would then kind of meet back up after that 2 hours, and you have some evidence and you have some more information. You also do know where Vuslag went, which would help with retracing his steps, or not even retracing his steps. You could just try to get there too, ? Or as Henry suggested, you could head out into the waste and try to set up a strategic ambush at a likely location for them to return. It's a lot of options.
If we talk to the leader and get his support, then we might get some more resources, as well as maybe a better shortcut to get there. I mean, he did say that we're working on an air force. I mean, maybe they got a small airship we could use.
All right,
Do you
that
think
work
those are,
for
like, under
everybody
lock
else?
and key, or we still get that favor? Probably not, huh?
You didn't ask for the favor, though.
I know.
You
You
gotta
got the gun.
You took that sweet ass gun.
That's even better than a favor. We got.
Well, depends on what the favor was. Anyway. Oh, guys, I never sold these skull bombs. Do we want to sell these skull bombs that we have no use for because we don't create undead?
I thought you guys were eating the bones.
How are we gonna use them?
By eating them.
I thought you guys were replacing your skulls with them.
Like I thought you guys eat bones.
No, I think that we got 8 of them, and then Jericho was gonna do that, but Henry can't do that because he doesn't have the throw skull thing, so we only have 7.
But they're bones, and she eats bones.
Oh, I mean, I'll take them. I like bombs and bones.
It's a metal plate and clockwork gears. It's not a skull at all. It
I
replaces a
thought they were
skull.
bones.
Ah.
No, it's a clockwork skull. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll take it.
What if Jericho's head gets broken?
Yeah.
No. I mean, we already gave one to Jericho. That was the point. That's why we have 7 instead of 8. I made a whole
I mean,
thing about this.
I can take another one.
Listen, they're also worth 80 gold each that we can sell.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
have that in my
Okay, you
inventory,
have
so I
gold.
don't know.
I specifically only put because I remember this is a whole conversation. I ended up removing one.
I don't
I was
have one in my inventory, so who knows?
Well, it's
what
because you
happened
replaced
to
her. Yeah, well, because the thing being is that, like, I think it was a cosmetic thing. To be honest, it's very expensive cosmetic skin.
it. I'm putting a triple bomb into my inventory right now, because I feel like I.
Yeah, it's like that $500 League of Legends skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, these are worth 40 gold pieces each, and since we don't create undead, I mean, like if we sell them, they're like 40 each, so to speak. They're 80 each.
Oh,
and
I see. Okay.
Our existing undead use them though.
So.
We
What?
have an undead that already likes throwing their head around. So
Yeah, I know that's okay. All right, I'm gonna explain this real quick.
This conversation.
Yeah, so we got 8 of them. We talked about it, and then there was a question if Jericho, because Jericho throws head, if Jericho could put skull bomb on head, and we said yes, so we ended up with 7 in the inventory that I meant to sell last time, but missed them in all of the inventory management that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So do I have the throw skull ability currently?
I would say if you have the throw skull heritage feat, you could throw these skulls even if you don't meet the normal prerequisites for it.
Give me all the bombs.
All right.
This does 76 fire damage.
Yeah, I know. All right, then I will give you all of these bombs. They are lightweight, so they're not too bad.
It does say here the skull is permanently destroyed and can't be used again. Throwing the creature is permanently blinded.
Well, you have a master head essentially. As long as you don't get confused and blow up your actual head.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, perfect. Now I can wipe this off of my stuff I'm gonna sell list. Alright, perfect.
I can see it now. Jericho's actual skull is in their chest cavity.
It's hanging out in there, yeah.
you can build like a little smaller body for your real skull.
And that would have been real useful last fight. Granted, these are magical, it says. I don't know how that interacts with everything.
It might be magical in the sense of the create undead spell, but maybe not in the skull throwy spell.
Yeah, because the create undead's a ritual. So
Yeah.
Which means anybody can do it.
I don't have.
In Pathfinder, anybody can do the ritual.
Have you seen the state of 5e nowadays? Anybody can do anything. What are you talking about?
Listen. Rituals are still locked down.
If you have like a single spell, you basically do rituals now. Existing.
Did they really change it to the revised?
If you have a ritual spell, then you can use it as a ritual, even if you don't.
Oh wow! Even if you aren't
like
one of the classes. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's on your list,
Please don't talk about that other game anymore. It's anathema to me. So I don't want to hear about this other game.
Oh, you'll lose your ability to GM if you hear about it too much.
No, I just emotionally signed off on it today with the last update to the world patch document. So.
All right. Anyway, so we can play a game that we all want to play.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, you head to the keep to try to speak to Aiden? Question mark?
Yes.
All right. So, man, this part of the adventure is so well written that they had all of the things that you wanted to do written in the adventures.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really refreshing. They're like, they might try to do this, they might try to do this, they might try to do this, and they had stuff for every section. It was crazy. All right, dinner with Aiden. Lord Aiden doesn't make a habit of dining with suspected outlaws, but you are suspected outlaws. I think we're well past that. But you guys have presented yourselves as, what was your cover again? Something from Alkenstar? You have a document, an official document, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your official document say that you are?
We were safety inspectors.
Safety inspectors. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So your safety inspectors, you've already inspected a ton of unsafe stuff, and you want to meet with him. All right. Since you did not choose a favor from Erdrick Marth, he is not going to vouch for you. But Sangre does vaguely remember you guys helping her out last night, and could be reached out to help you guys facilitate a meeting with him. Yeah. Do you want to? So I'd say your investigation would probably take you back to Sangre. All right. So you find Sangre looking no worse for wear. She had a rough night, but you know, like nothing a little cocaine in your coffee can't fix. Alkenstar, baby. So the half elf is alert, perhaps too alert. When she sees you clanking around in her suit, she says, "Oh, that's my suit. Oh, right. I gave it to you last night. Thank you for helping me out. What can I do for you?"
We need
some help.
no, we need to talk to your boss.
Oh, you mean Loy Aiton?
Yes.
Well,
We think we found the source of your goblin, or your gremlin issue.
All right. Hold on a second. We have these communication devices that allow us to speak with our voices and hear each other over long distance, but not too long. As she heads over to a wall, she picks up what looks like a telephone, and then she uses the rotary to input some numbers. She then says, "Operator, can you connect me to Loy Aiton's office?" And then she looks over at you guys and holds up a finger as if to say, "Wait a moment." And then she says, "Yes, hi, it's Della Sangre. Yes, obviously the boss of the Metallurgy Tower. Yeah, listen, I need to speak with Loy Aiton, you know, and it's not about what you think it is. We took care of our business here, and as far as I know, everything's been sorted out between Siege and Metallurgy. This is something else. There's some safety inspectors for the city. They did a great job of helping out with our issue, and if rumors are true, they also assisted Siegecraft as well. I think they are some stand-up people, and definitely who they say they are. And if they want to talk to Loy Aiton, I think they deserve a meeting." She rolls her eyes. She looks over at you guys, holds up a finger. Today. Huh? All right. Yeah, I'll clear my schedule. What? Oh, I don't think we need to bring him. No, all right, fine. All right. And then she hangs up the strange device. She looks to you guys and says, "Well, his secretary says that we are invited to early dinner, late lunch, 5 p.m., and we will need to make sure that Erdrick is there as well."
All right.
Who is Erdrick again?
Erdrick is the
Oh, Erdrick. Okay, the guy we spoke to earlier. Who got the gun from?
Mustachio.
Erdrick, yeah. He runs the Siegecraft Tower. He's my bitter rival. Mostly because he doesn't respect the work we do here. I tell you, what good is an athlete if they die of starvation?
They could come back as a skeleton.
Yeah. Then he
Yes.
dies.
Yes, but we try to provide sustainable technology that doesn't rely on the magical element.
I just feel like you guys do engineering stuff too. They do engineering. They probably do metal stuff.
They do the
Little
brute
stuff.
force, blue collar construction work. We do the real science over here. The alchemy.
Ooh.
Those siegecraft bozos, just a bunch of inventors. You know what an inventor is? A slightly
Go
more
ahead.
intelligent barbarian.
Henry
That's
nods,
not
like,
it.
yeah.
That's not the insult you think it is.
I don't know. Have you seen Remastered Barbarian? You wish you were a barbarian.
I know. Well, I think you all should come together and do alchemy and invention together. I think you'd make some pretty neat stuff.
Was that the whole point? To make neat shit?
No, it absolutely is, but a certain amount of rivalry does motivate people.
To make even cooler neat shit.
And she looks left and she looks right and she says, and truth be told, at the end of the day, we really do work together. To a certain extent, Martha and I just keep this public rivalry going to motivate the troops.
It's healthy rivalry.
It's much more healthy than propping up the Nexians or the Gebites as a boogeyman for them to be afraid of all the time.
So while she's here, I'll actually explain a bit of what we found.
Oh,
The cages, and tell her to keep an eye out for any other cages of the similar metal.
okay. Yeah, she
Her knowledge of it. I mean, just
Yeah.
how these cages are made. I mean, that's a big thing.
without even having to make a check, though she do have a plus 18 to crafting. She looks at it and says, yes, these are definitely used for transporting gremlins. Hard to believe that such an honorable gentleman as Vuslag would be doing something like this. This is paramount to terrorism.
Exactly why we need to get this post haste. And if there are 2 locations
It
where
might be,
these were put, there's bound to be more.
might be best if you could see about it. When him and his group get back, you immediately take him into custody.
Oof,
Until you
that's
can
not
figure out-
really my jurisdiction. That's something that we'd have to take up with Aiden.
Well,
That's why I want to meet him.
could you at least pass along to your fellow supervisors to be on the lookout for these cages?
Absolutely. We'll be on. I'll put out an alert to keep an eye out for Vuslag and gremlins and these cages.
I'd hate to think what kind of damage they could do.
Well,
We've
we've
got
seen
most of the
we've
day
we've
now.
seen the damage firsthand, but I imagine it could just get even worse.
That's about all I can contribute.
What are we gonna do till 5 o'clock?
Frank?
Do you want to roll on the Pathfinder 2e carousal table?
I would love to. I would love to dive into dungeon nothing more.
All right, look, grab it.
You're gonna cause a wild magic surge. I
I
call it
love
right
this.
now.
I love this.
Carousal table. Oh man. All right. So you head back to the saloon. All right. Where are we at on this carousal table?
It's like wild magic, but like even more irresponsible because you get to choose to do it.
I will warn you up front. Hold on. There's a player waiver. Anyone choosing the role on this table understands the implication is your character got so rowdy they blacked out and had a hangover-style mini-adventure, waking up to some serious consequences, implications, or boons. Do not roll on this table unless you are willing to release your player agency to RN Jesus. Some of these results could kill your character or make them undesirable to play. Others might grant your character tremendous power or opportunity. Most will just be silly.
I really, really want to roll on this table, but but I maybe not be getting blackout drunk. You know, I really want to roll on this table, but
Well, I mean, this is the waiver. It pops up in your UI before you're allowed to carouse.
I will carouse later. I
You
will
may
drink.
never have another opportunity.
I will drink responsibly for now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Pendragon, you have to check for that. If you can drink responsibly.
See, this
Oh,
is something
really?
you
To see if
do
you can hold
very
back?
early.
Yeah, so how it
Because
works
it's an
is
addiction. Yeah.
yeah, no, well, how it works with Pendragon is you have two traits, temperate and indulgent. So if you start drinking, you choose which one you were on a roll against. It determines how well you can hold your shit.
Nice. Ugh. All right. Does I mean, we can just advance the clock if you guys want. I don't know if you want to try to like crunch in setting up an ambush between now and meeting with Aiton.
How many hours we got? I'm away from the keyboard.
It's not. Well, actually, by the time you're done meeting with her, it'll probably be 10 a.m. So you would only have 7 hours.
Well, we don't know when they're getting back. It sounds like we really want to be there when they're there. It seems like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, team.
And the place that they went to is a solid, like, 12 plus hours west.
But they left like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so depending on
First thing yesterday morning.
Yeah, so depending on what they were doing, sleep overnight, then start heading their way back. So they probably would be getting back, depending, around the same time we have to do the meeting, anyways.
Well, I think we should probably, at the very least, guard their room until, just in case they do come back. Make sure the evidence stays fresh, so to speak.
So sit outside the door. And
So you guys just kind of hang out so that you can see anyone that's coming back.
Well,
Okay.
They got all those tables right outside the room.
Oh yeah. So you're doing like a second-story balcony stakeout of. Okay, that's fine. And you just kind
If
of.
we need to start the fight there, we'll start the fight there.
I will start it.
If we were real psychopaths, we set up a ballista that just targets whoever walks through the door. We just shoot him when he comes in.
How would you explain to the owner of the saloon why you were setting up a ballista?
I didn't say that I was going to explain that part. I just said that if we were psychopaths, that's what we would do.
Oh, gotcha. Or you'd go.
The errata cannon right there. I mean,
Or you'd go and gather all of the explosive barrels littered all over the base, and then you'd put them all by the front door, and then wait for them to walk in, and then you just shoot the fire at the barrel right as they walk to the front door.
Or
I too have played Baldur's Gate 3.
In the use box, we set up the throwing head bombs so that way they'll trigger when they open the door, and then it's like 1,000 points of damage.
Baldur's Gate 3 is 5e though. That won't work in this game.
That might be a terrorist act though if we did it that way.
Yeah, I think setting off a ton of explosives at one of the only civilian buildings in this military base would probably
Bad
be
idea.
not a great idea. All right. So since there's no carousal and everyone's being responsible, I will just advance the time.
Unless someone wants to carouse with me, I mean, I'll do it, buddy.
I like the idea that you just can't let go of the chaos, like you as a person.
Rom can make you some drinks with alchemy.
Okay.
Some cocktails.
Oh man, you're gonna make cocktails in a place where they sell cocktails? You guys really are outlaws. This is ridiculous. Okay. So you have a nice lunch. You play some darts. You listen to piano. You wait. You watch. Time continues to tick by. All right. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You should probably be heading over to the keep.
Gotta get the proper disguise on. 'Cause otherwise, we're not recognizable.
I think at this point, everyone's using mundane disguises, right? Kelly, did you have a mundane disguise as well?
I got mine on.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. You meet Erdic and Della out front of the keep, and you guys would head on in. And this is all theater of the mind, unless things get nasty. Then maybe not. And let me grab Loy Aiton. All right.
Mr. 8.
Boy Aiden. There he is. All right. Let's see. Should we put on some tense negotiation? I like tense negotiation. Yeah, it has some like real focus vibes there.
Was that like grown up Carl from Fresh Prince?
What? Carlton?
Carlton,
No.
there we go. Yeah.
To me, he looks more like the science guy.
Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, here I'll post a picture of him, and you can make the call. You can make the call. I'm pretty sure this is who the artist was inspired by.
So
Because think about it.
We can't know for certain, so.
I mean,
Yeah, I can.
yeah, I
I
mean, look
can't
at
know for
them.
certain.
They literally have the same hair color, skin color, gray in the hair, mustache, nose, eyes. I mean, it's
I think
pretty.
his chin is a little off. You know, maybe it's like a younger version.
Oh yeah, definitely. This guy's still
Yeah.
passing his military test or whatever. But all right, let's see. All right. All right. So you guys sit down to steak and potatoes, with broccoli. It's a very standard meal that hits all the food groups, provides all the vitamins that you need. They serve water with the meal, and there is bread without butter, but there are dipping oils and salad. He says, oh, that's right. His voice got erased. Let's just make up a new one. He says, well now, I've heard good things about you in the short time you've been here. I do have one question. Why, as official safety inspectors from the city, did you not just come here and stay at the keep? I heard you've been making lodgings over at the saloon.
Trying to save the taxpayers some money. We paid for it ourselves.
Okay. He looks a little conflicted. He likes the idea of saving the taxpayers money, but if you were following the rules, you would have stayed here at the keep. He says, I hope you don't plan to be compensated for your expenses, because you did have the ability to stay here for free.
No. It's just we found it's useful to see how the common folk work our way up on the ladder and see how the organization's carried out. Sometimes the common worker does do things to protocol without their supervisors knowing. If we come in as lower level individuals, we can find these things.
Is this a new procedure you're trying out? Because I don't recall reading about it anywhere.
It's an experimental procedure
I see.
to try to find the issues before they happen.
My brother-in-law thought he was pretty clever. He owned a chain of restaurants in Alkenstar, and sometimes he would disguise himself as a line cook, a new hire, as it were, and then he would learn how things were operating from the ground up. It sounds very similar to that.
It could have been where the idea originated from, honestly. Good ideas are worth experimenting and sharing on.
He gives you one curt nod, which is to say, that's enough talk about that. He then says, I hope that you find this dinner fare to be nourishing. He just eats the food. The seasoning on the food is very mild, but there are seasonings on the table that you could season the food yourself with. But he does seem like a guy who, why would you bother wasting money and supplies on stuff like salt? Like, that's not required for the food.
It is all done precisely to the directions of the recipe. No more,
Yeah.
no less.
All of the food definitely looks like it would be served in like a military cafe, like cafeteria situation. Like all of the broccoli is cut into almost identically sized chunks, and it's the whole thing. So he says, now, what have you discovered, safety inspectors, that is so important that I have needed to have this meeting with you on such short notice?
At this point, I will pull out the cage and set it down on the table.
I see.
We cleared out Fey infestations in 2 of the workstations, and we're from there able to backtrack to Mr. Fuselage's room. A large stockpile of these cages, which could be how these creatures have gotten in.
I'm going to slow you down right there. First of all, infestation. That's a pretty bold accusation. Our facilities are extremely well run, and the nature of our work, it does attract gremlins, as it is their nature to unmake technology. Now, these 2 had reported to me some sightings of Fey activity, but to say that it was on the level of infestation, well, I do find that hard to believe.
They had possessed
An infestation would be at least 25 or more gremlins.
It was definitely 25.
I counted 50 of them
Yeah.
in one room.
Yeah. Oh my. Then this is an issue. Now, moving on to the next thing. This fuselage is a part of a ship. Are you referring to Vuslag, the gentleman Cyclops mercenary leader? Now, you're saying that he has brought these gremlins with him to our secure experimental military base. If this is the accusation that you are putting forth at this time, I want you to understand that you are sentencing that man and his subordinates to death.
They were located in his room. Many of these cages.
Just a moment. He stands up very stiffly. He walks over to a small table. There's one of those weird telecommunication devices on the table. He picks it up. A rotary spins a couple things, and then he says, "This is Aiden. I'm gonna need a contingent of guards down at the saloon. I want you to keep an eye on the upstairs rooms and all access to the building. I would like you to make sure you're keeping an eye out for a gentleman Vuslag, famous Cyclops gunslinger, and his subordinates. They must be detained when they return. I do not want an open gunfight in this town. If it looks like they're willing to fight, try to get them to stand down." All right. He hangs up the phone. He walks back over. Very stiffly, he sits back down, pulls in his chair, readjusts his napkin. He nods to you. All right, continue.
No. Through our channels back at the main office, we have been instructed to be on the lookout for individuals.
I
not
do have a
free.
question. Who is your supervisor back at the main office? Because I didn't see it on your paperwork.
Right.
I just assumed you had an outdated form. It happens once in a while.
When we came back once, we went to that one cop station where there were those. Remember, there was like the 2 rooms. We went in there and talked to that one guy.
The Alkenstar police chief.
Yeah. Do we remember his name?
Eventually.
I remember talking to him. I don't remember his name though.
You don't remember this guy?
Yeah.
Brave Braisley.
Wait, briefly.
Crazy.
Give him his name.
All right, is that the name you drop?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna have him make a society check. Hold on. Brave Braisley. Can't say I've heard of him, but that's no fault of yours. All right, continue.
Well, the follow-up being, this note was also found this letter was found in the room, indicating where Vuslag has gone to.
Now, is this letter written by Vuslag?
One of his associates, but Vuslag is mentioned in the letter itself.
I see. Is the letter signed? You do see that the letter was not finished because they didn't get a chance to finish and mail it.
It was not. They did not get a chance to mail it.
One could argue in a court of law that you may have written this letter yourself.
I would be willing to vouch under zone of truth to my word.
He makes a sort of a disgusted, kind of unsettled face at the idea of relying on such dangerous methods to do law enforcement. But he also understands the seriousness of your oath, essentially, that you would be willing to cause a reverse gravity that could kill 50 or more citizens just to get the truth.
Just to prove the truth of my word, yeah.
Exactly. That's incredible. Honestly, nothing's haunted Loy Aiden more than that newspaper article he read a few weeks ago about the reverse gravity incident in Lower Smokeside back in Alkenstar. It was tragic. Let's see. Terrible.
Gonna have
All right. Yeah. Okay. So he says, all right, I'm willing to believe this, and I have already mobilized enforcement to confront Mr. Vuslag when he returns. Is there anything else?
Well, we would like to take it upon ourselves to try to confront Mr. Vuslag before he comes back into the town.
Are you not just safety inspectors? That seems like a very dangerous undertaking for safety inspectors.
Well, let's just say that's one of the many hats I'm responsible for, and I'll tap the side of my nose.
Oh. Okay. Hold on.
The Universal.
Yeah, Mr. Lawful Neutral here.
Alright. Oh my god. Alright. I have to share. So as you tap your nose, he cocks his head. He says, you need a tissue, sir. Is there something on my nose? He starts to kind of wipe at his nose with his napkin.
Sorry, sometimes my subtlety is not well read.
Your subtleties. I don't think I quite understand what you're trying to say. Now, I will admit, I obviously know that you're capable martial combatant, so you would not have been able to curb this gremlin infestation. However, there's a big difference between a handful of adorable, harmless gremlins that are running around causing a little bit of mischief and Gentleman Vuslog, a famous gunslinger and mercenary leader. I would be grossly irresponsible if I signed off on you trying to confront him in a violent way. Also, I had some inspectors go and check out the scenes of these gremlin infestations, and they were devastated. That is to say that the locations were devastated, as well as the investigators I sent to check out the site. There's a 15-foot diameter, 10-foot deep hole in Siegecraft Hangar X-47, as well as a tremendous amount of magical fire damage, and some of the experimental weapons have been reported missing. Now, I'm not going to make any sort of allegations here or ask you to turn out your pockets, because I know that gremlins like to use magic, and anything could have happened down there. I am thankful that it has been taken care of. But, again, this is a totally different level of threat. But if you would like to be there when they return and assist with the arrest, you're welcome to do so. Now, is there anything else?
We heard that you had a meeting with Lovelace not too long ago.
Oh, Deputy Angelique Lovelace. That is a very intense woman.
What do you think about her?
Well, as a professional, I'm impressed by her work ethic, her dedication, and her deep nationalism for the Duchy of Alkenstar. This is an individual with a long lifespan who has chosen to accept a primarily human, dwarven, and goblin-based culture as her own, and she has been a part of the Duchy since the early days, protecting it against chaos, crime, and general foolishness.
Well, that's
She
your
is deserving
professional opinion.
of our respect, and that's how I feel about Deputy Angelique Lovelace.
What about your personal opinion?
Well, personal opinion is something that I would be discussing among friends and family behind closed doors.
I think the doors are
You're
too
just gonna have
closed.
to wait till we have to roll for the question thing next session and then force
yeah,
him.
for the next question.
Force name things.
Oh yes. So this is the point in the role play where it gets Pathfinder. So you guys can attempt a diplomacy or an intimidation to try and get him to reveal how he really feels, or perhaps a little bit more information about the Deputy Lovelace situation.
I don't want to intimidate him.
Kelly's best at both of those.
Yeah, you go ahead, Kelly.
Now with this system, you always want to do the roll first and let the roll guide your role play. I feel like that's the best way to handle these Pathfinder things.
All right. We're gonna try to be bold. Why not?
Okay.
What do we got to lose?
All right. Now remember, in this situation, an intimidation doesn't have to be a "you can't handle the truth" scream in the face. It could just be a, there's a lot at stake here, buddy. That kind of thing. But if whatever you're rolling, go ahead and roll it. You can roll it publicly. We'll know if it succeeds or not.
Can I give him aid with my own intimidation check?
Yes, you can do that.
All right.
Okay, Jericho,
Awesome.
you were able to provide a +1. So Kelly, you got a +1 to this. All right, you gonna bullshit me that this is part of your investigation? If so, you get another +1. I see. Pursue lead's already on there. You didn't add the +1 from Jericho. That puts it at a 30. So that is not a critical success, but that is a very solid intimidation. So role play out for me this very solid intimidation of the commanding officer of the Gunworks experimental military base, charged with developing new weapons and technology and protecting the western front of the duchy from mutant kaiju monsters.
No. When I said safety inspector, I think you might have misunderstood what kind of safety or what level of safety we're in charge of. This goes beyond just general safety. We answer to some higher authorities, which is why we work with some unorthodox methods. Now, I tried not to reveal too much, as I am not allowed to. My clearance only allows me to share as much as I can. But needless to say, your input on this is a matter of safety for more than just this machine shop.
Damn, you called the most advanced military base for non-magical technology in the world a machine shop. That's definitely the intimidation part of it. All right, he hears your words, and his brow furrows, and his mustache bristles, and his eyes get a hard look at him, and his mouth turns into a straight line. And he says, I see. This is a lot more serious than gremlins. Fine.
Mr. Vuslodge was already suspected, which is why we followed him here.
And you keep bringing up Vuslog. I thought you wanted to talk about Lovelace.
We believe he is working for her.
That is a tremendous accusation. But here, listen, and I'll tell you what I know about Lovelace. He looks over at Sangre and Marth. They have their jaws are open. They look like two goldfish gasping for air. They can't believe what's happening here. This is such a breach of protocol. He says, against my better judgment, I'm gonna violate protocol, and I will discuss with you what is going on. Because if you really are safety inspectors, well, I don't think any of us are safe right now. As he says that, you guys hear the tinkling of rain outside, and you hear the rolling of thunder in the distance. He says, over the last few weeks, Sangre and Marth have been working on some special projects. Special projects that have been headed up by Deputy Lovelace and some councilmen from Alkenstar with private funding. You all are familiar with Pyronite?
Intimately.
Well, two college idiots managed to cook up the most dangerous explosive we've ever seen. It was decided that we should shelve all our other projects and do our due diligence to understand and master this technology before anyone else. So yes, we've been getting an influx of questionable supplies and materials smuggled in because this operation is top secret.
And I can assure you, this operation was not done without the duchy's. It was not done with the duchy's authority.
Well, All of her paperwork did seem to be in order. They also had a representative, a diplomat from Nex, a man named Ibrahim. He definitely gave me the heebie-jeebies. He looks concerned, and he says, "Well, I have bad news for you. When Lovelace came and toured the facility, she was here for more than just a political handshake and publicity tour. She was picking up her product. I'm talking about thousands of pounds of pyronite.
Oh, Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
It's already en route to the city of Alkenstar.
Did she tell you what she's gonna use it for?
It's
Like-
all hush-hush, top-secret government stuff.
How is it traveling now?
Though they left by boat. Private vessel.
A water boat as opposed to an airship or something?
Correct.
So do our characters know how long that trip could take? Usually?
Depending on the type of craft, it could take a couple days, more or less. I mean, it really just depends on the size, the speed, that sort of thing.
We gotta get back to Alkenstar and warn people, right?
As you say that, there's a crack boom of thunder outside that shakes the windows of this of the dining room. He looks over and says, "There's not supposed to be a storm." Then he looks at the wall, and you see that there's a number. As you say that, he looks over at the wall where the manometer is, and you see the needle of the manometer. It's like going wild towards the far end of the scale. He says, "That's looking like a mana storm, and a big one. This is ill timing, to be sure. It may also delay Gentleman Vuslog's return if he's caught out in it. Listen, I believe you, and I believe in what you're doing. I will arrest Vuslog when he returns, but if this is as dangerous as you say, then you probably need to get back to Alkenstar as quickly as possible. Lovelace already has a couple of days head start on you."
Mr. Ayton, we think that Lovelace may have sabotaged the Ma Robogug in a certain kind of way as well.
That would be very bad.
Yes.
And as he says that, a cutscene happens, like in a fucking video game. Hold on, got a cutscene for you.
Oh
Let's
no, the
see.
cutscene's playing.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what's happening? I was pressing buttons, and now I can't do anything. Oh, yeah.
The cutscene crashed my computer.
Oh, did it really? Oh
No,
man, I'm
kidding.
sorry. Okay. But you're a speedrunner, so you open the PlayStation and then close it again to skip the cutscene. That's how we had to do it. That's how we had to do it back in the day, guys. That's how we had to do it back in the day. Not that
Just
I
had it
ever,
out on PC.
not that I ever bothered. All right, so this scene is called Siege at the Gunworks. As you guys are dining, the scene cuts to the camera, wide shot of the gunworks. It is late afternoon. The sun is setting in the west. Its rays illuminating the scene and painting everything orange and red, though the skies are a stormy greenish blue. Rain is starting to fall, and the clouds dance with lightning of unusual shapes and colors. We see the gunworks, a sprawling military base, stark against the barren desert landscape. Long shadows accentuate the formidable structure of the Maw of Rovagug, a massive... Sorry, I got some allergies right now. A massive cannon that looms like a steel giant over the compound. Suddenly, the ground shakes violently. The deep, resonant sound of alarms begin blaring across the compound, echoing ominously. The camera cuts again to the Gunworks Command Center. You know it's the Gunworks Command Center because they got a little sign on the wall that says Gunworks Command Center. Inside the command center, technicians and military personnel are thrown into disarray like old school Star Trek characters being tossed around by the tremors. Monitors flicker, showing seismic readings spiking off the charts. A dwarf shouts, "Ah, these seismic readings! They're spiking off the charts!" A technician, shouting over the noise, says, "Sir, something massive is approaching from the west." The camera shifts to a live feed on a large screen. Listen, they got a lot of technology here, showing a horrific beast on the horizon. It's a monstrous kaiju, an unholy amalgamation of wolf, bat, and bear. Its massive form blotting out the sun as it advances, because the sun's setting in the west, and they're coming from the west, and it's big. The camera cuts to the outer defenses of the gunworks, and the camera pans across the base's outer defenses. We see soldiers scrambling to man positions as the alarms blare in the background, their faces etched with fear and determination. One man, he kisses a picture of his wife and child in a locket, and he tucks it in with his dog tags into his uniform. A small army of mutated beings, a mix of mana-waste ogres riding giant slugs, giant flying batmen, and smog giants with makeshift smoke powder armaments accompany the kaiju, moving with terrifying speed and coordination towards the gunworks. A soldier points towards the advancing army. "Positions! Hold the line!" The soldiers brace themselves, loading cannons and rifles as the monstrous army draws closer. The camera cuts back to the Gunworks Command Center. You know it's the Gunworks Command Center because there's a sign on the wall that says so. The commander there, she grabs a little communications device and she starts screaming at it. "All units, engage at will. Protect the maw at all costs." The camera zooms in on her face, and you see a mixture of resolve and fear as she watches the live feed. The camera cuts outside to the maw of Rovagug. You hear the gears grinding, and the cannon begins to move, aiming at its target. The camera slowly pans across the mass of the maw of Rovagug, showing its immense barrel shadowing the battlefield. The magnitude of the weapons fully revealed, bigger than a battleship, its intricate gears and pistons idle, ready to fire. The camera cuts back to the control room, and the commanding officer gives the order, "Fire!" There's a brief moment of silence as the lever is pulled and the signal sent to the mighty cannon. But then, that silent moment lingers far too long. Nothing happens. You, in the dining room with Aiton, hear over the PA the static-tinged voice of that commander. Sir, the maw is down. The maw is down. We need emergency repair teams now. Hold on. There are people on the maw. Repeat, there are people on the... But the voice is cut short by the shattering of glass and the ringing sound of a gunshot. The camera cuts to the battlefield, and you see the first line of defense engage the invading forces. Explosions and gunfire fill the air as the kaiju and its army clash with the desperate soldiers of the gunworks. Smoke and dust billow up, and the rain begins to beat down. Arcs of prismatic lightning fire down from the sky, and as it strikes men and monster alike, they change size and shape. It is a chaotic tapestry of war and wild magic. The final shot pulls back to show the full scale of the battle, with the maw of Rovagug in the foreground, a silent sentinel awaiting revival. The monstrous kaiju roars defiantly as it breaches the outer defenses, and the sound echoes across the desert.
Well, some bitch.
Lloyd Aiden says, I hope you don't mind, but I think your return trip to Alkenstar might be delayed. Is there any way you could head over to the Maw of Rovagug and help sort things out?
Get me to the mall and I'll fix
Henry
it.
just looks at Jericho.
Sir, I would want to do nothing more.
He looks right at Jericho, well disguised with her afro. Definitely not Jericho Darling, who invented Pyronite and is a wanted felon and outlaw. And he says, I need you to fire that gun.
Fuck yeah.
I look at him and I'm like, I'm gonna need a weapon.
Us. And you know,
I need another gun.
guys, let's put all our cards on the table. I'm gonna say we unmask, like fucking show that we're the heroes here.
I was saying, yeah, I was gonna say.
Whoa, what is this fucking Sam Raimi Spider-Man? What are you fucking doing here? Alright, it's up to you. You guys let's play. What are you gonna do?
Listen,
Take off my afro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, Henry, are you just eating dinner in your Fallout power armor?
I mean, he's picking at the food. I mean, he's just poking at it, you know.
They assumed that you were like an automaton or something, so
Yeah.
they didn't want to be rude.
I'm perfect. And remember, cops will then give tickets to people who they help after speeding if their wives are pregnant. This guy seems like we're in trouble if we repeat. But you guys do you.
I think we can trust this man. Can I be honest with you guys? I don't get that feeling a lot. But I feel like we can trust this guy.
I mean, he did just break the law by telling you about this top secret project.
I say, sir, what you're about to see may shock you, but I want you to know the person spreading, the very person who we've discussed, is the one who is our accuser of those of crimes.
What are you talking about?
And I'll bust out the halo and go into the full.
Okay, he's gonna roll a society check. If it's like any of his other society checks with a plus 18, he's gonna be like, and? Yeah.
Who are you?
Here we go.
Is it?
He says, he says, well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Nephilim is perfectly fine heritage.
I look at Kelly and I put my red hat on and then stare at him. Make
Okay.
another one.
So you put your red hat on top of your massive afro?
No, I take my afro off and I put the cool red hat on.
I believe you described the afro as having very good glue. Can you give me an athletics check to remove your afro?
Oh, is this like an assist action for him? Is that what this is?
I didn't assist action. I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
When trying to be a badass goes wrong.
All right, here we go. I
Okay.
ripped the afro off. It's good enough.
Okay, you're pretty strong. Okay, yeah. So you tear that afro off, and he says, Sir and or madam, what is the meaning of this? And
And
you
the
put
red hat
that.
goes on.
Okay, he will try another
I
society
give advantage.
Advantage? What does that know?
All right, I will give him a plus. I'll give him a +2 circumstance to this.
That's how. I mean, you know. You
I know that's how the game works. That is his job.
I'm extremely embarrassed. I just was like, we're the Sunset Riders. That's what we're trying to get across to you in your thick-headed skull.
Here, we have a wanted poster. Will this help?
Henry's just leaving. Henry's just walking out the door.
Alright, so you hand him the posters, and out the window, you can see this kaiju fucking destroying the military base, and he holds the fucking the wanted posters up, and he looks at you, and he looks at him. I'm gonna have him roll a perception check.
Everything wrong with Pathfinder.
He is not particularly perceptive, but he's gonna try his best. Alright, here we go.
This is his last chance, and then we're leaving.
Henry's already out the door.
I'm like following Henry. I was like, I need that gun, Henry. I need that gun.
I mean, it's literally on my. Oh yeah. Henry holds it out, and hands it off to you once we're outside.
Alright, here
I'll
we go.
drag it onto you.
Alright. Okay, he squeezes. Well, you have some cunning disguises.
I guess so.
You sure think so?
He says, this is quite a time to drop this on me. I think I might be having a heart attack now. And he's sweating really bad.
Well,
Puffing his chest.
have a heart attack after.
Rom,
After the kaiju.
do you want to give me a medicine check, or do you just not want to be a part of this right now?
A medicine check? Oh,
Yeah.
He's really doing this?
Yeah. This
I
is
don't
a lot.
know
This
anything
is very.
about medicine.
This is such a shocking reveal. Oh, okay.
I'll just use a battle medicine.
Oh,
on him
okay.
real quick.
Okay. Oh my god. So
Yeah,
Grom.
Kelly's
like-
a medicine man.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
got a heart attack or something.
Well, sorry. I thought this was Dr. Gromble I was talking to, who has such a good. So my bad. Let's see. What's Kelly busting out here? Okay. Kelly. Yeah, he does seem to be having a minor heart attack. Like he was already at elevated levels from breaking a rule, and now there's a kaiju destroying his base. He's trying to, like Viewslog is a thing. He got Loveless. There's a mana storm happening, and now he's just dined with some of the most dangerous fugitives in the duchy. This is a lot. This is a lot.
So you're telling me it's a bad time to remind him that if what we say is true, he's helped create thousands of pounds without the duchy's permission of Pyronite and given it to Loveless?
I mean, do you tell him that?
No, I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay. With your battle medicine, you have him lay down on the couch and you call for a secretary. All right. His secretary. The secretary comes in, and his secretary he says, "Oh my God, what happened in here, Mr. Ayton? Are you all right?" And he's just like, "Having trouble breathing. These safety inspectors, make sure they get to the tower, the Mall Robogug."
And I always say, keep his arm elevated, keep him calm and hydrated, and we'll turn it.
All right. Do you guys head out then to the Mall Robogug?
If
Yeah.
he dies and then the menace he might come back as a skeleton.
all right. Moving past this, we move on.
Okay.
Hobby, please.
Marth and Sangre will come with you, but they unless you guys tell them they're not allowed to.
That's fine. They know it better than we do. We need their kind of
Yeah.
expertise.
Okay.
Yeah, you two. You guys can help with repairs on the Mont Rovagug. We got engineering and we got metallurgy, whatever you do, and we can put those two together and fix it. Excellent. All right, let's go.
As you exit the keep, you run into your fabulous B team.
Oh, there they are.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They are in a variety of sizes right now, because the effect of this mana storm is that every round I roll for every character, or every character has to roll at the start of their turn, and see what size they are.
Oh,
jeez.
fantastic.
So, like, a very large sweep up is holding a very small Vashon's hand, etc., etc. And Vashon looks at you and says, "It's a real bad storm, and also a kaiju monster's destroying the whole military base."
Look at you. You look so cute or small like that.
Right?
I can punch you really far.
I could probably pull a lot of small women like this. And then there's another boom of thunder, and he's like back to his normal size. And he says, "It's good while it lasted." So I guess we're heading out then, right? This ain't our fight.
Nope.
And then Woodchop says, "No, we must stay and face the beast. Come, we will do battle with it. I bought this magic sword at the marketplace.
Let it out tomorrow morning. Okay. Okay.
He starts running down the hill towards the wall to fight the kaiju.
No, not towards the kaiju
To
woodshop.
the bar. To the bar.
What? I thought we were heroes. Don't we just go beat up the monster?
We're gonna
Look
make
at
the-
it. It's not that tough.
We're gonna make the cannon work.
Oh, I get to shoot the gun?
Jericho gets to shoot the gun.
What if Jericho dies?
Then
I
you
got
are
dibs!
third
I got
person.
dibs!
Sure, sure.
Hey, listen, she's done it once. Just saying.
Henry contemplates punching Woodshop.
Wood shop
saying. There's
a chance. Invulnerable. We could load him into the mall and shoot him.
We could. He could fit
All right.
inside.
You guys, let me see. We got to put on some even more tense music.
The best tense music. The Metal Gear tense music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how we know it's getting serious. Alright, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Alright, Sand Squid gives everybody a high five and then turns back to its tiny size, hops onto someone's shoulder, but then turns into a large size and crushes that person. It's a very awkward run over there. All of you are shifting and changing sizes every 6 to 12 seconds on your way there. As you arrive at the base of the tower, you see that there are guards there, and the guards are dead.
Oh, damn.
Della Sangre opens the door and looks inside, which is a real sloppy move when you have mercenaries that could do that. And there's a groan from inside the door. She rushes in on her own. You guys follow her?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is all theater of the mind. Don't stress. This is all theater of the mind. There is another guard gut shot by something labeled elevator, and he says, "Oh, they got me. I'm gut shot."
Where's the repair panel? Where do you gotta go to fix this thing? Before you die.
Oh, the cannon's upstairs, but the elevator's out. It's 100 feet up. That's a lot of stairs to climb.
He gets 23 health back.
I think I'm gonna make it. You just pulled that bullet right out of my tummy.
I
Yeah.
have a dramatic death over there. You gotta go over and fix him.
Woo-wee! I'm feeling great. Yeah, tough luck about the elevator. The elevator repairman, he was supposed to fix it, but he shot me in the stomach instead.
Alright. How long do you think it's gonna take? Could I repair that elevator? Do you think, give or take?
I mean, you could
15
probably
seconds?
climb 10 flights of stairs before you could
Alright.
repair an elevator. This ain't fucking five. This ain't fucking 5e. You're not gonna fucking make out with the elevator and it's fixed. So.
I was hoping I could. Damn.
Yeah.
There's
Abandoned.
only a feat for it though.
Yeah, there's only a feat. Make out with elevator.
How big
No,
of a space
they'd give
is
it
this?
Actually, making out with the elevator does sound like something you would do in Starfinder. It does sound like something you do in Starfinder.
It's just
Yeah.
something I think Jericho would do in general.
Yeah, you're able to do it. It just might be more difficult.
All right, so in order to run up these stairs in this current situation, I will need athletics checks. A failure will indicate fatigue. It is a DC 25.
Henry, carry me.
Yeah, Henry just picks up Grom and
Since you got a critical success, I will say that you could carry Grom up the stairs. Oh, Kelly, this is a lot of running. You bark your shin, you hit your
It is
ribs
here.
on the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Jericho, no problem. You rolled a 4 and got a 26. Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Jet. Oof. It's a lot of stairs. You okay with
There's
being
a lot of
fatigued?
space. I'm fine with being fatigued.
All right. All right. I'm assuming you guys are loading weapons and stuff as you get up there.
How long
Alright.
is the run?
How long is it?
Like how many
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah, because I do want to try to apply my buffs if I can. when we go up.
You wanna apply things while running up the stairs?
Yeah. It's just like something I attach to my armor as I'm running.
I would say if you critically succeeded, that would be okay. But like, since you
Right.
barely succeeded, you just kind of focus on climbing the stairs.
Okay.
You don't want to wear out those muscles.
I got
If you
lots
had any.
of-
So here's how Mob Robogug works. You guys make it to the 10th floor, and there is a very small room.
And in that small room is a bunch of scared people and dead people. The two people that are scared, they scream when you guys walk into the room, and they say, "Don't, please, don't kill us, please. I don't know what to do. We don't know what to do, please."
Where are they? Where are the people?
The captain, she's dead. Somebody shot her through the glass. They just shot her through the glass.
Who? Where are they now?
They point at a display, and the display is like all staticky and stuff. And you look out, and you see on the front of the cannon, which looks like a dope-ass demon head, is Vueslag, and he's cartoonishly placing a giant bomb, another one of those cartoonish giant bombs that this adventure is so famous for, into the mouth of the cannon.
All right.
I wish I was making this shit up.
This feels like something Henry will run out and try to push him off.
All right, so in order to go out and push them, you have to go up through the roof access panel or the exterior staircase. So which would you prefer? You want to go through the access panel, or you want to go up through the staircase?
Is the
The
access
access-
panel like a ladder?
The access panel is a little more dangerous, but it is faster.
Well, I mean, Henry wants to go faster.
Oh shit! Okay.
In the meantime, can the rest of us open fire on him through the window?
So you can't see him from where he is at. You can see him in the display, but you can't see him like out the window. Yeah. Because he is a floor up. He's on the gun, which is on top of the tower. If that makes sense.
Anyone going the staircase?
I'll go staircase if Henry will go at the access hatch.
Okay.
Where would I have to go to try and fix the maw?
Oh.
Is it broken? Like, could I make a crafting check somewhere, or is it?
You would need to go through the access panel.
Okay, I'll go that way then.
Okay.
Henry just have a quick climb.
Yeah, I'm
if that
heading
matters.
out that way.
All right. So let me get you guys over to this map. All right. So, let's see. Sangre and love that. It just renamed everybody when I dragged them over to this new scene. God damn it. All right. So Sangre and Marth, they are going to go with you, Grom, to work on fixing the machinery that has been sabotaged. Let's see. Let me get this set up. Wow. I have got... All right. The naming and renaming of tokens is driving me nuts. I might like nuke all my mods this week to kind of go in and figure out which ones are trying to deal with the naming of tokens and just get them all turned off, because this is getting a little tiring. All right, so the rest of your B team will just kind of go with you as they normally would. These two NPCs are not on your, B team, but they do want to help fix the stuff. So go, and then Boomer. All right, Boomer's here with you guys, right? He wouldn't have missed a chance to do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, he's been looking forward to this for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then Sweet Pup. All right, cool. Okay. So put them over here. Put these guys here. And then Grom is going to be in there. Henry's coming up through there. And then Jet, Jericho and Kelly, you guys are going to use the outdoor exterior stairs to get up?
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right, I think that works. Then we go here. Do you guys want me to leave weather off on this scene? On account of the it can kind of, it's a big map and it might mess with your
Sure.
settings.
Just in case, yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. All right. All right, that'll do. Okay. Let me bring you over to the map then. I thought I had everything perfectly set up, and then it reset all the tokens. Okay. So, Jericho and Jet, you guys are down here. You came out this door. You need to go. I don't know what that sound was. Don't be scared, guys. Oh my God!
I'm a little afraid.
Is anybody gonna have like PTSD from this? You want me to turn it off or?
Alright.
All right. That's the sound, I guess, of war and battle happening in the background. Okay. So you guys are gonna have to climb these stairs, which have like a switchback, and then get up here. This is a lot of climbing to get to the roof. So you actually have to go down and then back up to get up onto the roof. But Henry, you can just make there'll be a check to make that'll allow you to climb up through this workroom. Grom, every round that you spend here working on the machinery, you will have to make I believe it's a reflex save, or you get caught in the gears and ground up, like on the airship, when it was malfunctioning. Okay. Over here, you can see that this is a big-ass tower, and then this is the big-ass gun. It's a big-ass gun. 50 feet up is like the top of the gun, and Vueslag is over here, and then this is the mouth of the cannon, of which he has tossed a massive bomb inside, or affixed a massive bomb inside. There are what looks like 4, there we go, 4 of these dudes. Now, you do also see in the air are these mutant bat monsters. And it do look like a couple of them are curious about what you guys are up to over here.
I'm not up to nothing.
Apparently, I don't have a token in this scene.
Oh shit! Let me grab you one. Here you go. So yeah, Kelly, you would be down there also.
Okay.
All right. And then, let's see, bat creatures, check. All right, now over here, where the edge of this is like a 100 and change fall to the ground below. So you definitely don't want to fall off.
Oh, survival.
Yeah, right? Well, it's survival, but then you're out of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's see, what else? Oh, this wall right here is up another, I believe it's 15 feet. So falling off these battlements would actually be 115 feet to the ground below.
I will not be jumping off.
Okay, fair enough. Does the map sort of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. I get it. Yeah.
All right, got it. Oh, also, let's see. You guys have to climb up here to this area that I'm about to outline in pink. Whoops. There we go. All right, so that area where the gun is actually elevated, and that's 30 feet up. There we go. Okay, I think that sums up everything. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That means that on top of the gun would be 70 feet up. So if you fall off of the gun to the ground, it would be a fall of 170 feet, which is decent. Which is a decent fall, and still survivable. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to sort out here? No, I think that's it. Okay. I'll roll everybody into initiative then. All right, you three. Grom, Henry, and then these 5 bad guys.
Since we're running up these stairs, can I use athletics initiative?
Yes, you can definitely use athletics for initiative. Okay.
Crafting for initiative?
You can use crafting for initiative.
Oh, that was a
Alright.
change.
So, here, I'll turn on the rain, but if it's too much, you guys tell me to turn it off. Does that work? Alright.
Dang, Henry still beat me by 1.
Well, I also re-rolled because I rolled a 1.
Ooh, let me see. There's one other thing I could do on this map. Config. Ambient. Darkness. There we go. Environmental lighting. Hue. There we go. Make it kind of orange because it's sunset. There we go.
Yeah, sunset. That's us.
Here we go. Alrighty. So, one last thing to discuss before you begin. Do you want like the full meta, like, oh, there's a bomb, the bomb's gonna go off, destroy the cannon if you don't deal with the bomb? Like, do you want to know about that?
Or we figured that, I think.
Oh, I mean, do you want to know like the Pathfinder mechanics of it?
I do.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Alright, so, here we go. An enormous cannon fashioned in the likeness of a snarling monster just from the top of the tower, like a finger of an angry god, etc., etc. The clock is ticking. By the time you get here, Vuslog has just lit the fuse on the pyronite charges he's attached to the muzzle of the cannon.
Pyronite charges.
They're gonna explode in 6 rounds. So I guess at the end of round 6, they will explode. Per the adventure, they're gonna do a shitload of damage with a DC 29 reflex save. Skills that they recommend is thievery with a disable device action. Though you could bullshit another type of check if it would be appropriate. So that's what's going on there. In order to access the charges, you have to get inside the cannon. So you have to get up high enough and then inside the mouth of the cannon to access the charges. Hatch. Alright, so this area right here is the hatch. This is where the clockwork machinery and such are stored. If you fall into this hatch or begin your turn in this hatch, you will take 5d6 bludgeoning damage from the crushing gears inside the tower. You can attempt a reflex save, DC 26, basic saving throw. And I would allow crafting to be substituted for reflex, because you can kind of like time it and move out of the way of the steam jets and the crunching gears. You can use a 26 athletics or acrobatics check, single action, to escape from this pit back into the rest of the fight.
So, if I make a save in here, you said it's basic reflex, so I'm going to take damage even if I make my save?
No, if you make a critical success, you wouldn't take any damage. But yeah, you're going to get beat up while you're in there. unless you make critical success on it. Yep.
All right.
And then the final thing is the creatures, which you are aware of. And then the final thing is that there is a mana storm happening. To complicate matters further, there is a transmutation mana storm. At the beginning of each round, so it's each round, roll a d6 for every creature on the battlefield. On a roll of 1, they get one size smaller. And on a roll of 6, they get one size larger. Alright, now if you had spells, you could try to use them to counteract the effects of the spell. That just feels like putting fuel on a fire to me, but, I mean, it is what it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so everybody is rolled in, and we'll go ahead and roll everybody's initiative. Alright, Henry, you're up first. You will need to spend a Pac-Man to make a 26 athletics or acrobatics check to get out of your current location. You can put yourself in a space adjacent.
Alright, who would like to spin a Pac-Man? And,
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a lot of 20s tonight.
Yeah, you get out. So you are now at a height 30.
Okay. And I am somewhere. Is that like...
Oh yeah, you're just adjacent to the pit. There you go.
Okay. So that's a Pac-Man.
Alright.
Then I guess he's just gonna rush forward.
Okay. So you could definitely climb on this sick-ass cannon. And as long as you are going in this general direction of down towards your keyboard, it will be like a slope that you can sort of like gradually climb up.
Oh, okay. He will
Yep.
do that. He will rush forward. Does he want to try to knock one of these dudes out along the way? I mean, Do you want to try to hit one of these dudes while I'm running up that way? Since it really won't change much.
It's up to you. What are you gonna do?
I mean, if he can get you further up, sure. Right? Because you can sudden charge?
Yeah, because he
like
can sudden
somebody?
charge, right? So he's just gonna rush sudden charge up to this dude.
Okay.
And then he's just gonna try to bonk him. With a regular hit. Oh, terrible damage.
Alright, you give this guy a solid bonk, 18 damage.
Alright. And that's 3 Pac-Man.
Alright. And you're up here in your power armor, right?
Yeah.
So he wouldn't he would yeah, he wouldn't be able to recognize you, okay. Alright. Alright, as you run up and hit him, he shouts to the other guy over the storm. Oh wait. Everyone roll a d6 too to see how your size situation is. And then once you guys are done, I'll roll for the NPCs real quick. Alright, we need one from Grom. I think they stepped away though, so we'll get it when they come back. Alright, so this is Guy, View Slug, Bat. So, it looks like the 4th guy, so this one, is gonna get big. Let's see. Oh, this is one of those fights where I'm supposed to change the size of something, but they don't actually let me change the size because they lock all the miniatures up. All right, there we go. Large. Wow. And then one of the bats. All right. So that bat is now huge. Hell yeah. No, it was already huge. That bat is now gargantuan. That's terrifying. Alright. Kelly, as you go up and hit this guy, he shouts over the storm. Remember what the boss said! No witnesses! Alright. Play passes to Kelly McLean.
All right. So we're gonna start heading up. 1. Two. That's my 3.
All right. Play passes to Jet Ree.
I get my free 10.
Yep.
So the free 10 is to go here, and then here, and then I use 30 feet to move forward, and then as my second pip, I want to try to make a leap. I have a 30-foot speed, so I think I can make a leap of 15.
Okay.
Horizontal. I don't know vertical. Forget vertical.
Let's see. From where you are on the stairs, are you trying to like jump up and grab the ledge here, or just move further up the stairs?
I would be here for my first pit. I would get here
Okay.
for my first pit, and my second
Okay.
pit is to leap up.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
jump up to 3 feet vertically and 5 feet horizontally onto an elevated space. You may want to do a high jump. I don't think 3 feet is gonna cut it. Yeah. That's two Pac-Mans for a high jump.
High jump is.
High jump is. I can throw it in the chat. Hold on. So basically, you attempt a DC 30 athletics check to jump vertically. If you
Yeah,
didn't
that's
stride at least
high.
10 feet, you automatically fail. The DC might be increased or decreased to a situation as determined by the GM.
Okay, so that's way too high. That's way too high.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just use another pip to run.
Okay.
Let's see. I should get here on my second pip.
All right.
These.
And then I'd say you gotta do a third one
Yeah,
okay.
third one to get up, and then over here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Play passes to view slog. All right. Let's see. View slog is going to delay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So fair, noteworthy gargantuan bat is up. Alright. It's going to fly onto the scene with its first Pac-Man. Oh, that's actually 2 Pac-Mans for it to fly onto the scene. Damn. Okay. It's got 1 Pac-Man left. It's gonna take stock of the battlefield. All right. It's gonna see there's a little man over here. That'll make a good meal. So it's gonna start flying towards that guy. All right. Is there a flying status? I guess not. Okay. All right. So it's gonna start heading over towards that guy. All right, Jericho, you're up.
I click my boots together.
All right.
I'm gonna jump up here. How tall is this?
30 feet.
30 feet? I can make that. My blast boots high jump is 45 feet.
Okay. So you blast boot up over the ledge.
I gotta make
All
a
right.
roll for it though.
Oh.
I make it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
all right. I got that 30. Oof, I just made it up to 30. That's 1 action for that because of my boots, and I'm just gonna run. Oh, I'm hitting a wall. I think I'm stuck in the wall right now.
Oh really? Oh shoot, you are. Okay. Don't know why that wall was there. There you go.
Thank you. And
Oh, there's another wall there. Hold on.
no.
All right,
Let me
go for it.
Alrighty. Stride 1. And then stride number 3. That's my turn.
All right. Cool. All right, play passes to this dude right here. All right. He sees that there's people coming, but he also sees that there's a big bat coming. What's he gonna do? All right. Okay, first of all, his weapon's gonna be loaded, so there's that. I think he's gonna slide down to get away from that bat. So he's gonna start heading down. He's got a 20-foot speed. Oh, buddy. Okay. And then another 20 feet. We'll bring him to there. And then he has an action. I guess Henry, he's gonna try to hit you with this club. Let's see. Alright. Here we go. Alright, here's some damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then play will pass to Robust Mutant Bat. Okay. So it's going to move into the scene. So that'll be a 60. And it sees there's a nice big group of people right there. So it's going to get in on that action. So it will move another 30 to get right there. And there we go. So it kind of it lands. So 30 height is where everybody would be at on this this floor of the place. All right, let me adjust these guys real quick. All right, beautiful. Let's see. Jet, you would probably be at a height of 20 right there. And then Kelly, you'd be at a height of 15.
All right.
All right, cool. Play passes to Intuitive. All right, Intuitive is going to step to here. Then targeting Henry, he is going to. Let's see. We're taking advantage of an opening. Blah blah blah. All right, cool. So he's going to target Henry, and he's going to try to hit Henry with his club. Here we go. All right, that's going to hit because you're off guard. That is going to trigger his debilitating strike. All right. The rogue applies one of the following debilitations, which lasts until the end of their next turn. So they're going to use -10 speed on you.
Wow, you're a prick. Okay.
Hey, listen, these are the monsters that came with this encounter. Look, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they were thinking when they gave him this ability. And then I think it also causes a sneak attack. Let me see. Bully effect. All right, hype. All right, here's some damage. Bullying is on, and damage. That's not too bad. 14 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the damage.
All right, and then play passes to Insightful. All right, Insightful sees that there's a dog pile going on over here. He's gonna move up. And hold on, let me make sure this guy's shit is loaded. All right. And then he is going to use that thing where you lie to somebody about what's going on. It's a basic action macro. It's not lying though. It's create a diversion. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Why would they have a rogue that isn't good at creating a diversion? All right. You know what? Never mind then. He's just gonna shoot you. All right, here we go.
Feels like a claw bite to me.
I mean, I don't give a shit. You know what? He will just move up and he will club you. Even more of a claw bite.
Alright.
And that is gonna miss. All right, that will be his turn. Grom, to you. Grom, give me a D6 real quick.
D6.
Mm-hmm. All right, you stay the same size. All right.
Oh shoot, Henry, rolling it back. The 5d6 damage from being inside the workings. Could you give me a reflex save or a crafting check?
So the start of your
DC
turn,
is-
not at the end.
DC 26. Yeah, if you fall in or start your turn there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yep. Okay. So I'm sorry. You said making a what?
DC 26 reflex or crafting.
Oh, all right. I guess reflex it is.
Okay.
Here we go. Damn it. Oh, well, I got this D3. I might as well use it now.
Okay.
Give it a try. Cracker Jacks. Okay.
Okay. Here comes 22 bludgeoning damage. Alright, so Grom, same situation. Give me a DC 26 crafting or reflex.
Oh, I had bulwark. I didn't click that on. So I should have had a 27 actually.
Oh, okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll check out.
that is a critical success, Grom, so you don't take any damage.
All right.
Alright, Grom, it's pretty beat up down here. They just kind of threw a bunch of bombs in the air and blew everything up. The first step is figuring out what's going on, so I need to recall knowledge.
Oh no.
Okay. With that recall knowledge, looking around, you're having trouble making sense of what is damaged and what is just unknown to you. While rain continues to pelt down, gunfire is going off, you're avoiding gears and blasts of steam and being knocked over, so you don't actually figure out what needs to be fixed from that recall knowledge.
All right. Is there a map on recall knowledge?
Not for this, no.
All right. I'll try it again then.
Okay.
If that's not good enough, I will re-roll with a 0 point.
Let's see. Because of your crafter's eyepiece and clue in, you are actually able to figure out what needs to be fixed. The damage is not nearly as bad as you thought it was. It will require 3 successful crafting checks, DC 29 to repair.
I have 1 action left, I believe.
Yes. You can start working on it, but then you'd have to finish it next round because these are interact, so they're going to be 2 apiece to fix.
Oh, they're gonna be 2 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I will re-roll that one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oof. All right. So that critical fail is actually going to trigger the 5d6 damage effect again.
Wait.
What?
Grom.
What do you got?
Use Vashon's ability.
What does that do?
Every time you critically fail a skill check, you can re-roll it, but you have to take that re-roll.
But it's a fortune effect, so that's already been
is
re-rolled. Yeah.
That just says it's a reaction. I don't know.
Another save.
Yeah. As the author of that homebrew, I will tell you that it's supposed to be a fortune effect. So.
All right.
All right. Cool. Okay, so that's gonna make it as a basic save. You'll take half of this in bludgeoning. So 20.
All right. I think that's it for my turn.
Okay. All right. Gentleman view slog. Up front, up there. Let's see. What does he want? Flash of insight, ferocity, ricochet. What's this dude's range? Okay. All right. He's gonna stride up to here, and then he's gonna take a look at the battlefield. His weapon would be loaded. Jericho Darling all the way over there, but he do have a shot at her. But like 160 feet, that's gonna be what, -4 to his attack roll? Yeah, sure.
I believe in him.
All right. With your belief, he's gonna try his best here. All right.
I believe in you, you suck. Ow.
You blinked too hard.
Maybe not that hard. Relax.
All right, he shoots you from 160 feet away with a dueling pistol for 25 points of damage. And then his last Pac-Man will be to reload. All right, and then Dopey Leadsmith is up. Dopey Leadsmith doesn't want to get eaten by no bat. So he is going to start moving down also. So do 20, and then another 20, and then another 20. To here. There we go. All right. Okay, that works. All right. Henry, to you. In round 2.
Alright, well Henry's speed is like 0, so not that bad, but it's pretty bad. He might as well just kill people, I guess. Try to clear the way, or just keep taking hits, I guess. Alright, I'll keep targeting the one that he was beating on. And let's see what we got. Nope, that's that. Well, we might as well just, no, because that's, dang it. Sorry, I'm overthinking. He's just gonna attack these guys, he doesn't care. Like,
Okay. There is a guy here that's not showing up too well, but
yeah,
he is,
no, I know
yeah.
what you're saying.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh, damn.
It's crit specialization, okay.
Nice. Alright, so this guy takes a huge hit. And then he also fails to save, so he is effect crushing.
So
And then he is also prone.
yep, and because it's a critical failure on the falling prone, I think he takes a d6 damage.
Oh, okay. So then he takes 4 more damage.
I could be wrong. Let me double check. No, because I think it's just prone. It's not trip. My bad. He doesn't take the damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, it probably would have just told us if it was the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, what else you got?
Since he's prone, he's just gonna attack him again at map.
Alright.
But he's gonna use exacting strike. So if he misses, it doesn't count towards the multiple attack penalty.
Cool.
Alright, regular damage on this guy.
Your regular damage is the same as your critical damage.
Yeah, it's just dice rolls. You know,
the magic of D12s. Alright. He take a shitload of damage.
Right.
And I think... Nope, he is still going. He's on his last legs.
Okay, well, he's basically fucked if he does anything that triggers reaction. So Henry will just turn to a different guy. He'll turn to the one... Maybe he doesn't... Hold on. Oh no, that flanky guy goes first? Never mind, he'll just try to take the guy out on his last legs.
Okay.
Okay. Again. He's just walloping this one guy.
Alright, another 28 damage. 3 times in a row. He is dead.
Then Henry just, turns to these two like, you ready? And then, how long did the speed penalty last for? Until the end of that
until the end of this guy's turn, which you now moved him up with the initiative, so it's gonna be a while.
I'll break you dead, but whatever, that's fair. Alright. I mean, that's Henry's turn.
Alright. It would actually last until his point in the initiative, but it doesn't really matter because you don't have a chance to move until your turn comes up anyway.
Right,
so
yeah, exactly. He's not worried about it.
Alright, play passes to Kelly.
Alright. Kind of stuck back here. Can we try climbing up this little edge and...
Let's see, from here it's a 15-foot climb, which in Pathfinder is maybe like 6 turns.
It's also raining.
Yeah, and it's slick stone. Unless you're really good at athletics, I probably would just keep taking the stairs. The benefit is that you didn't risk critically failing and taking double 5d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem.
3.
Shit. Okay, Jet Ree to you.
I only moved 25. I mean, that's not
Not everybody's got rocket boots.
You guys could. I mean, I can make 3 for
Question.
everyone.
Standing
Uh-huh.
from here, can I see view shot?
From here, yeah, he's up high, and you know, you got a line to him.
All right, perfect. I have
It's
a
a hell of a shot. It's a hell of a shot.
150-foot range gun.
Oh hell yeah!
And he is all alone up there. So, let's see. Drake rifle. And it's raining. Alright, here goes. I think I got targeted. Yes.
That is not gonna hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a reroll since.
Oh shit.
time.
Okay. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay. That was a good reroll. Damn. From 200 something feet away, you tag him with the rifle, and a burst of electricity fires out of the gun. And he is gonna take 7 points of lightning damage. All right. The bullet, such as it is, collides with him and explodes in energy. He flinches a little bit, and the camera cuts to his face, and you see his one eye kind of look around, and then squint, and then the camera cuts back to you, Jet, as your eyes squint.
I will do a normal reload. Because I like where I'm at. I think I got a little cover here.
I like this encounter raw,
Yeah.
but I feel like if he's this famous gunslinger, he should have brought a sniper rifle for this. You know what I mean?
He did
Yeah.
20 damage from me from a million miles
I
away.
know, but imagine if he had bothered to bring a sniper rifle. It would have been even cooler.
I will use running reload and stand behind this little thing right here. This
If
little-
anyone else is planning to run this adventure,
Use automatic rune progression on everybody. That means bad guys and good guys. And then have Vuslag whip out a motherfucking sniper rifle for the scenario. And
the art shows pistols. You gotta stay true to the art.
he is a pistolero like you, so yeah, I get that. But you're using a rifle. Wait a minute.
Rifle because I'm smart enough to recognize my situation.
oh, you're saying he's not smart because he's a Cyclops. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying you got too much bravado.
Oh damn.
Look at that footwear.
I know, I was looking at
What do you
the
mean?
shoes,
I
like,
heard
what
he's a
is
Cyclops
he
poser.
doing? He's a Cyclops poser. I did hear that too.
Dang.
This is a cool boot. He's got one metal boot and one. Listen.
Anyways.
5e Bard here to make fun of him.
All right.
Oh shit! The top of the round we were all supposed to roll for our size.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I think it mechanically affects too many people, but it could have been useful for like Henry. But let's see.
Plus, you can sneak an extra 5 feet somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So this is gonna be from top to bottom. I'm not gonna roll for the dead guy anymore. So we got that guy hiding under the cannon, guy on the cannon, bat, big bat, view slug. All right, let's see what we got here. Grom, you are medium sized now. It doesn't really change anything for you.
Right.
All right, sweet. Everyone else was fine. This guy under the cannon gets bigger. Let's see. Large. Wow. Okay. Then this guy that's up on, I guess he'd have to go this way to fit. There we go.
I don't even see him. Is he under the map right now?
Yeah, it's weird because of how the roof tile overlaps or whatever.
Oh, there's way more people over there than I thought there was.
Yeah. And then let's see. No one else changed the size. Okay. All right.
You're like gonna be okay, Henry.
Wait a minute. So if you're large and then you get large again and then you get large again, it could infinitely keep going as long as the storm is going on.
So if you get small and then small and then small, do you just eventually
Well,
too small to participate in the fight?
It doesn't list anything about like returning to regular size and then doing the thing again.
You return to normal size when the storm ends.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we'll be fine, but Kelly will get here eventually.
Alright. So that brings us to Fair Noteworthy. Alright, Fair Noteworthy sees that there's a lot of stuff to be done over here.
Well,
So it's gonna
guy here. He's easy.
they're gonna fly as a tactish guy. Okay. Let's see. As he flies over to this guy. Shit. How far was that, homie? These bats are really slow. Alright, he has to use 2 Pac-Mans to get close. Whatever. Alright, so he gets in on him, and then this is a real claw bite monster, if there was ever one. It literally has wing and fangs.
You have to modify his height.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring it down to, we'll say 50. There we go. All right.
This is simple.
Yeah. It's gonna make a fang attack. And misses. Alright. Jericho Darling, you're up.
I'm realizing I might need to actually help Henry fight here.
We gotta stop this bomb.
Yeah.
Kelly's
What do you want me to
there.
do, Henry? Do you think you need me to help you fight, or do you want me to try to go to this bomb?
Go to the bomb. You know, Henry, he wants you to
Bomb?
complete the mission.
Okay, I have to walk past a lot of enemies to do that, Henry. If you can cover me, I trust you.
Yeah, I mean, if you can hit something along the way, sure, but if not, don't worry about it.
I don't know, that's an action.
Yeah. Well, he has sudden charge. He forgets to look at the bill. Scott remembers. He doesn't.
I can, so this is a 2 action. This is a 60 foot. Do I have breakthrough invention? I'm sorry, what? I do have breakthrough invention. So, with the breakthrough invention, 90 foot line, the area megavolts. Could I get all of them in a 90 foot line? I could. Alright, I'll do this with my, before I do anything else though, I expend a hero point healing prayer on myself. As a free action. Excellent. And then I'm going to megavolt in a 90 foot line. And they need to make a DC saving throw equal to 25.
Okay.
Yeah, 90
Jericho needs to come up here and do a "This is Sparta" thing on Blue
Dude, I'm getting there. Don't you worry.
So this is reflex, you said?
This is reflex, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. If you would like, if no one's opposed, if someone is thrown off the Mav Rovagug, they will dramatically fall to their death. We won't roll for damage.
That's all I needed to say.
Okay. It goes both ways though. Just throwing it out there. It's gonna go both ways.
I disagree with this.
You disagree with it? Oh man. Okay.
Rom has 2 feet but not die when he falls.
Are you gonna climb on the cannon though?
Probably not.
But you still are opposed.
He could be carried by something and then thrown off the...
On principle. On principle.
Oh, that's a success. Fail.
Any negative
Fail.
circumstances because it's raining?
Against the lightning? I don't really want to go down that road. It'll just be reflected by the dice rolls. Yeah.
It's scary. That's a scary roll. Alright, so
Like
it's going to
scary.
be a d12. I don't know if this will roll correctly. We'll see if it does. It should actually. 4d12. Alright.
So I need like contiguous water for that to really be a thing.
Alright, so it's 25 to all of them in a straight line except for the animal fella.
The bat?
The bat who takes half.
Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna use my last hero point to reroll that. Oh, thank God! Awesome. All right, that's huge. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
And that, I think, brings us to time. I don't want to get too more into it. So... take you guys back to dashboard. just guns constantly firing in the background. Whew. Okay, so we ended in round 2
Can
with
you also make a note on there that I
Bat
passed my unstable
about
check?
to go. Okay,
So
was
I
that
can-
significant?
Yes, means I can play my class, which is nice.
Oh, okay. Jericho passed a very simple
check.
roll and is very proud of
I'm
themselves.
very proud of myself. Okay, it's
Okay.
nice.
Honestly,
Any-
that's a tricky roll. DC 15,
Uh,
It's a
Flat-
DC
I think you're-
15, or be locked out of half of my inventor abilities. It
Oh, it's a
sucks.
flat check.
Yeah.
Why would you play a class like that?
It's you know what, this is after the nerf too, because it used to be a 17 flat check, now it's a 15.
Jeez. Like any sort of slot machine class, like I want there to be some kind of payoff. Like gunslinger, like I don't do any damage, I do all the damage from a safe distance. Okay, that's a decent slot machine class. Do you know what I'm saying? But inventor, they're like, run up to these guys and then blow yourself up, and then maybe you can keep
Yeah,
playing
like,
the game.
maybe
Like,
if the
it's
damage
so-
dice are higher,
You're
it'd be
it's
like
so
worth it.
bad.
But like
Uh,
unstable check is a
Shots,
4d12
like,
instead of
from
a
the distance that are
44.
like impairing me, though. I should
Yeah.
really be like up in their face shooting, but that's not. I should have went away at the sniper, to be honest.
Yeah, the other gunslinger in High Noon plays a sniper, and like there's been fights where like literally they just are at the very edge of the map, like up high, and you know that's like the fight. It's just them, you know, Overwatch kind of just firing at everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is, I
with
took
that, though-
Overwatch, and I do need to be close to my friends. To
Well, they don't
be
actually have
effective.
Overwatch. They're doing, you know, they're
Yeah.
watching over. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The tricky thing you get with that is, though, when you're not close enough to ever take any hits, it means everybody else is taking all the hits you could be taking, which can lead to death spirals.
No,
one of the
Oh,
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
danger. The real danger is someone snuck up on you because after you have no.
they did
points.
have that happen in a fight. They did have that in a fight where yeah.
There's no one there to take the hits for you when you're off your level.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like, you know, that's a low risk, really, in a comparative play.
I just think this. At first I was like, the size change isn't that big a deal, but then I realized like it doesn't stop until the storm stops. So like potentially, you could get to be the size of the map, like an extra life kaiju.
Oh my god.
If you just kept getting a 6 like over and over and over and over again.
As
Oh,
they're
man.
just like, alright, more big monsters last year.
All right, Mana Storm is changing sizes. Cannon will be destroyed on turn 6 end, and then Grom on repairs need 3x DC 29 to fix mechanisms.
What if you fire it? Right?
And I do want you to know, Grom, that fixing the mechanisms really doesn't do anything in this fight except shut down the hazard of like the constant damage from being in there, but it will have a positive impact on the next encounter. So I don't want you to, I don't want you to get discouraged and be like, oh, everyone's out there dying, and I'm just here like tinkering with stuff. Like you are doing something.
We need it for the kaiju eventually. I would say.
Right, exactly. You're basically saving time in this encounter that would have to be spent in the next encounter. So you're kind of like playing ahead at this point. All right, sweet. Which is fine because you guys got a party of 5. You should be okay. No problem. All right, so quick announcements. Extra Life's coming up. Don't be a baby. Help sick babies. Sign up. We're playing Pathfinder 2 for 25 hours, and it's going to be bananas. Talking about donating for extra Pac-Mans, donating for automatic critical hits, donating to get yourself hero points, donating to blow people up, because it turns out Leshy, when they get filled with god power, become highly explosive. find the loot goblins, avoid the juice golem, and defeat Tree Razor, the strongest officially published stat block in all of Pathfinder 2e. So if you're interested in taking part, helping out, or donating, contact me for more information. We'll be posting more details on the server as we move forward. I'll be reactivating my social media as one does in the fall to promote this event, and we'll be reaching out to our vendor and artist friends to see if they're willing to donate any incentives that you can unlock and earn by donating to our cause. All right. Anybody have any announcements before we adjourn?
Nope.
All right, great. Hope everybody has a great night and a great week, and we will continue this next time.
Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
Everyone.
Night,
Good
everyone.
week.